Hello friends, farmers and fellow adventurers, and welcome to the Hodgepodge Tavern. I'm your DM Carl, and we are stepping through the portal to the infinite planes. Let's discover our forgotten memories. Alongside you, we have our players.
Hi, I am Philippe, and I play Dee, the wizard.
Hi, I'm Alex, and I play Sprite/Marigold, the Fairy Paladin.
Hello, I'm Kyle. I play Hashkar, the cool dude. He's a real cool dude. Cool
Bailing
guy.
monk.
He's that.
Cool monk. I'm Josh. I play Link, the half-elf bard.
Hi, I'm Kim, she, her, and I play Brady, they, them, the changeling monk.
Excellent. Now, previously on Hodgepodge Heroes,
Kyle, take it away. Oh, we're not doing that.
Hashkar was brilliant and amazing by committing to the proselytization of Brady's new cult/religion.
Brady's new what?
In her attempts
Cult
to
of CrossFit.
increase the power of her god, and thus her own as the representative of said god.
That
How about
wasn't
Sprite,
me.
not Brady?
That
Sprite.
was Sprite, not
Sprite.
me.
She
Just let him-
attempted
just let him
to.
keep going.
Yeah. Don't interfere. This is the story.
Just
This is
trying
the
to
story.
imagine what Brady's religion would be like.
This is the story of how
Life got switched, turned upside
how Sprite's daughter's life got switched, turned upside down
Yeah.
after she was murdered by her own mother.
Brutally.
Brutally, execution style, like real fucking 3 arrows to the heart. That girl went down fighting. Anyway, that girl is now a dwarf, male, getting used to the situation, and through her eyes we shall witness the adventures of her mother and her mother's friends, which, now that I think about it, that's really fucking weird. Because, like, what the hell is this girl going through? That's a lot of family trauma.
That's why she doesn't speak.
That's why she doesn't speak a lot. And they ended up in this place called Bytopia, full of, like, rich landowners. But, you know, they're the kind of, like, they're the kulak farmers in Soviet Russia. But, you know, it's not Soviet Russia, so they won't be killed in next 10 or so years. But they're well-to-do farmers, and they're well supplied to provide adventurers with menial cash-making jobs, which these adventurers really need because they are low on cash, and one of them might want to overturn a whole societal order that's been established for like thousands of years. Anyway,
You need cash money for that.
need cash money for that, and also equipment and other stuff. But as we're doing this beautiful adventure through this place full of landlords,
The twin paradises of Bytopia.
yeah, that place. There were some actions that apparently caught up to us as, for some fucking reason, a bounty was put on Dee's head.
Unbelievable.
A 500 gold bounty, who I thought was completely insignificant, because who the fuck would take that? But apparently no, some like crazy ass fanatic dude
Yeah.
would, because they're insane.
Who
Privately,
made a sword out of his arm skin.
yeah, he did that. Privately hired by, I'm considering D's boss, after D kind of like left his job and like put a massive middle finger to his whole organization.
Left the job and took all the stationery with him.
Took all the stationery with him, including a dead body.
There
Which
are no
is-
more staplers in that office.
Yeah, which is classified as stationary in the
Yeah,
workplace.
exactly.
And now we're facing a bounty, like a super uber powered bounty hunter. We're preparing for the fight of our life, and D, the fucking coward, just runs away.
The
Hey,
martyr.
It was like to help.
He had a cool, like, line, though.
There was no cool lines in this cowardness. He ran
He did.
away. And now here we stand in a really awkward situation where, you know, there's a guy that we're about to maybe fight to the blood death, and D, or like one of our more powerful members of our party, sadly, has now run away. But we'll see what happens in this next installment of Hodgepodge Heroes.
Nicely
That
done.
was beautiful.
Good
Thank you very
summary.
much. A good summation of the events that have taken place.
Nicely done.
The
Thank
fact
you.
that I remembered any of that is a miracle.
It has been
Very
a few
impressed.
weeks. So, here you are in the fields of Bitopia in some poor gnomish guy's farm. I think, if I remember correctly, this is like a vineyard. So, you're in amongst all of his vine crops. And Dee has flown off on his magic carpet.
But I would like to say just that I'm keeping an eye to see if these guys are coming after me or what's happening. Because if the fight breaks out, I'm not gonna keep running.
There is no eye turn. He's just fully flying
Yeah.
away. He's thinking about his new adventuring party.
You know, you
Oh,
might
which suckers can I?
Kind of
Live.
rope it.
if you try and find one here, they're probably going to be gnomes or halflings.
Fair enough.
I believe you said before you left, you said meet you at the university in 4 days. Is that right?
Yeah, it was basically what I think would take you guys to get there plus a day.
Okay.
Yes. So,
What
the rest of
happens
you are
next?
left on the ground. How far away do you reckon you'll head off, Dee? Like, are you full leaving? Are you full sprinting? Or
Well, I am leaving
are you
the
staying
area.
within eyesight? Are you just like...
Well, I would leave and then just kind of like look back and see what these other guys are doing because
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Move a significant distance, but still within eyesight range.
Still within eyesight?
And see their basically gauge their reaction. Just
Our reaction or the
their
hunters? Okay.
See if they're gonna go off to
Okay.
If they're moving towards me, I'll keep going. If they are out, if they are not okay. If they're engaging in the fight, or because they could be trying to gain leverage by capturing you or whatever, then I'll be like, well, oh well.
New party it is.
Okay. So, as they see Dee flying off, the man with his flayed arms sort of stands there and almost crosses his eyes and lets out a loud, exasperated sigh. Why do they always run?
Oh, it's no fun either way. Off you go.
Where?
Well, he's gone that way.
Yes,
It's him you're after, isn't it?
correct.
Oh, not getting paid to talk to us.
Bye.
I understand that.
Are you lonely?
Unless you want to. We're happy to have a chit chat. We're friendly people.
Yeah, it'll cost
How did you
a
get into
fickle.
this job in the first place anyway? It seems like a very lonely role.
I mean, I have my apprentices here.
Yeah.
But like spiritually lonely, that's how it seems.
And
No.
is your hand
Not
okay? Because
particularly.
Yeah, what's
that
the,
looks.
like if you go through salt water, like does that really hurt?
Yes,
I imagine so.
it hardens my convictions.
You know other jobs exist, right?
I am aware of this.
Could be like a baker or something. They do have to get up ridiculously early, but
And this is my calling.
Who is your god?
Who called you?
Bell.
Why did you answer?
Yeah.
Bell, like Bell.
B-E-L.
Bell. Never heard of them. Sorry.
Sounds like a cool dude.
That's fine.
So
To the apprentices. And y'all are okay with this? Like you want to be like him? With all the skin off his arms?
Yes, this is a true calling to be one
Really
who
cool.
helps with the decay of the universe.
Gosh, it's a big responsibility.
Yes, this is our calling.
So what happens when you catch up with that flying wizard?
Once we bring him back, it is of no concern to us.
Who are you bringing him back to?
The those who put out the desired bounty for him.
Which is.
I am not at liberty to tell you.
Of course.
What happens to you when you bring him back? Do you just die?
No, I will be given a new target.
Well, that's just it. You just work forever
Yes.
until you die.
Do not
Were
work
you
for
born?
your life.
I mean,
Were you born this way or were you made?
I chose this.
What? Okay.
Mm.
So you were not summoned out of some weird immaterium that.
No, I am of flesh and bone, as
We can
most
see
of
that.
you are.
so are you gonna go after that man
Most
or
of you.
not?
I have no way of flying after him.
So
It's right, actually, I'm doing this.
what's the alternative?
Half of you.
You just give up?
I'm not giving up, no.
Well, if you're not gonna go after him, seems like you're
Now's
giving
my
up to me.
Not necessarily. There were many paths to your quarry.
Well, I'm sure we'll meet you again another day.
Certainly.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's time for you to leave.
I hope to stand there.
Should we just?
Should we start to
Just
walk
sort of
away?
like sidle past. Excuse me. Let me
Do
just
we still have
get
work
through here.
here?
Very narrow corridor.
Yeah.
This is as you've been
We'll be
travelling, so
traveling,
you're just
okay.
in
I think, yeah.
Sumner's vineyard.
Yeah. Just as we walk past each other's. Good day. Good day. Good day.
Nice to meet you.
Good day. Good day. Good day.
Good game. I mean, good day.
Good day.
They do not stop you.
Okay. I'll just carry on then.
Carry on.
Carry on. Wait.
Walking very relatively close to them and kind of examining. I'm gonna try and examining their gear and their posture and just their stance to try and determine how much they will kill us, how easily they will kill us if we are to get into a combat.
Oof. That'll be a very hard insight check.
Give me that insight. Nope.
You are not sure the limitations of their capabilities.
Do they at least look like well equipped?
Yes. So the male whose arms have been flayed, he's wearing
Full plate now, wasn't he?
half plate.
Oh, half plate.
That is entirely black. And you saw his sword, which is in his hilt, is sort of like almost like particles
Weird like
of
dust
ash,
sword thing.
swirling around it. The two lizard-looking men. Roll me a nature check.
14.
14. So you know these lizards-like folks are known as caster. They're native to the Outlands, and they are a largely militaristic race.
Nice.
They sort of go around and pillage, and that's sort of how they generally make their living for the most part. There are individuals that go and set up organizations, you know, as any race.
Join mercenary armies.
Yeah, do they take work? Or?
Waiting you to ask.
Do you do commissions?
Yeah, some of them
Do
do
I
branch
have
off
to
into
flay my
military
arms?
and mercenary roles rather than sort of like nomadic tribal, you know,
Cool.
think along the lines of in Game of Thrones you've got the
The Dothraki people.
Dothraki,
Yeah.
similar to that.
Yeah, they're more like tribal societies living on a nomadic lifestyle.
Exactly, but
cool.
quite a few of them do take up militaristic roles.
Cool.
And make mercenary companies and so on and so forth.
And the main knight guy, he isn't one of those.
He is not. He is a human.
He's just a normal, regular human.
Normal,
Fantastic.
regular human.
And there was a
normal
woman
or-
with them as well.
There was indeed a woman with him. You saw that she's just wearing robes, and the only thing that she has on her is a book.
Magic.
The mage.
The two caster, they're wearing bronze armor, like armor made of bronze,
Cool.
Damn.
Cool.
and they have two kopeshes each.
Nice. Going for a classical look.
And the kopeshes actually have tubes that run from the bottom of them into their wrists.
Oh shit.
Good.
Wow.
While drinking Kopesh.
Nice.
No, I'm not a fan of that.
That's what you're able
You
to
don't wanna
observe.
get
You sort
all
of
up in-
notice
I
well
don't wanna
that
get
they
involved in
have-
that,
You
no.
don't know how
You can
Hard
have that
to
one.
determine whether or not they're good with it or yeah. Cool. I will. Yeah. No. If you look with your eyes, you can see that they're heavily equipped and far more magically attuned than we are.
Excuse me. I'm pretty magically attuned.
Sure, but you're not going around with a magical sword, are you?
No, that's probably true. Oh well.
Well,
I think we should carry on our way then.
what's the significant landmark that's like not about the opposite direction of where we're going?
Yeah.
So if you were moving away from prosperity,
Yeah.
where would you be heading towards?
Like the spire, I guess.
Yeah, probably the spire.
I'm gonna drop a line about meeting up in the spire. Looks close to that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can't wait to get to the spire.
Real casual about it. Can be real casual about it.
Did you like say meet at the spire?
So you guys are walking off, yes?
Yeah.
D, what are you doing when you sort of spot them walking off?
If they're not being, harassed or stopped, I'm just going towards the village where I know the portal is.
The village or the college?
The village.
Village. So you're heading back.
Straight back, opposite direction.
Okay.
So exactly where I told them.
Not quite. The
But
spire is sort of in the middle between the two of them.
the idea would be to go there. Well, I'm hoping that the carpet will allow me to move a bit faster.
Yeah, if I'm
Then
not
I
correct,
would
you can
otherwise.
move like 60 feet on your carpet.
Yeah.
So
They are mounted.
They do have giant lizards.
It's true.
Yeah, but where
And-
there's a whip, there's a way.
Carpets can go like up mountains and places
Around,
where
yeah, you can
mounts
just go.
struggle.
as the crow flies.
Mm-hmm.
So I would go there, or towards that place, and then make some time, and then basically go the opposite way. So the idea is that as they move towards me, I then will go back to where I'm supposed to be, and they'll have to be like, oh shit, oh, our stick is telling us to go that way now. And then by the time they reach the college, we hopefully will be done with it. They'll take a bit of time to catch up.
You should have had that stick.
It's attached to his body,
Oh.
right?
The
The sword isn't
The
it?
sword is not attached to his body. The kopeshes on the caster are, but the sword is not. It's on his scabbard.
It's made out of his body, but not attached to his body.
Oh.
He'd also kill us with it. just saying.
You have to get it within striking distance.
The problem with trying to take a man's sword is that you're trying to take a man's sword
Yeah.
within sword distance.
That never goes well.
Well, he has to sleep sometime.
Does he though?
Does he?
Does he?
We don't even know that.
He doesn't need skin on his arms.
Yeah.
He's
Who
human,
does
right?
though?
Yeah, you really
Skin
could.
needs-
So
It's not a bad idea though.
as you guys sort of start walking away, you probably get. I'm very bad with major distances.
12 kilometers.
About
8 fathoms.
A furlong.
900 or so feet.
How many cubits is that there?
What about time?
4 barrels and a
How
hogshead.
like half an hour? 10 minutes?
Yeah, probably about after 10 minutes of walking.
Walking or sauntering?
whatever you're doing.
Normal pace.
Normal pace
pace.
walking.
Sachet.
Jogging.
Little pot stir, you.
Sorry.
I was thinking, I'm not sure if this is
Something
possible,
like
but
dressage.
I don't have a way to
That's still
keep track of them
Mhm.
as they have to keep track
So
of
slow.
me.
Yeah, yeah. Super
But if
slow,
I could
but real
Sorry.
fancy and very
try to stay
Energy
ahead of
and
them just enough that they can see me and maybe I can see them,
Yep.
so that I know that they're still following me.
Yep.
So I'm not trying to outrun them
Mm-hmm.
because it just feels like that would be stupid of me to do. Because then
Maybe
I don't know
you
where they are.
Okay.
Maybe you should.
Maybe keep my because I have a little sparrow. I'll use my little sparrow to keep a little eye on these guys.
Yep.
I don't know.
Okay. So
Things were attempted.
after about 10 minutes of you walking, you can kind of still see them off in the distance. They start moving again. They
Towards
mount
him?
up
Towards us.
towards you.
Motherfuckers.
Okay.
So they're following. They're just following you.
They're following them.
Why are they following us?
I mean, it makes sense.
Does it?
Yes.
They know that we're traveling with him. If they put the hurt on us, they can force him to come back.
If we split up, it seems that they won't actively hurt us unless we're actively engaged in defending D. If we split up, perhaps we can mislead them. Although that might just lead to them splitting up themselves.
True, there are 4 of them.
It rarely ends well for us.
It does rarely end well for us.
Last time we did that, I died.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that happened.
I feel like we should stick together.
True.
I don't mind
Same.
that idea.
It's not
Nice.
a bad idea. I just get a funny feeling in my tummy when I think about it. That's all.
So I see them not coming towards me. I
You
guess.
see them not coming towards you.
Alright.
Well, what do we do?
We should be able to lose them. They don't have any way of tracking us apart
No.
from just normal means.
But
That's
this
true.
isn't a jungle. This is
That's true.
cultivated field.
To
It's
see
not,
us for a few
yeah.
miles.
it's not the best place to try and use
If
them.
only we could turn ourselves into cows and just
Or
hide in the
look
fields.
totally different.
Not all of us can do that though.
How fast can we go? I'm on a horse.
I fly.
You can fly.
If I run flat out, I can do 80.
You're probably the same.
Yes.
Always impressed by you.
Well, you know I work hard at it. I always get up before the sun comes
Yeah, I know.
It's not worth it. Hey, that's what
up.
horses
Feel
are
this.
for. Yeah,
Like
okay,
pumped.
yeah. But still.
Come on. If you telling me that is not sexy as fuck.
Yeah, but some of us...
I'm not telling you that.
Thank you.
Alright, so what do we do?
We can lose them in an urban area.
Like when we get into the city? Is that what you're thinking?
Any
Is
towns
there a
nearby?
city? Yeah, is there a town nearby?
Well, there's prosperity, but that's
The
3 days away.
all you have are mostly small villages. The closest majorly constructed civilization is either Prosperity. Not even the Spire has a city at the bottom. It's mostly just like a
Rest
rest
stop.
stop. Back at the Seven Hills is probably the closest majorly built up location.
If we could get to a village, perhaps with our considerable amount of wealth that we've built up over the last 2 days of building up wealth, we can pay people to dress up like us and then have different groups split up 3 different ways.
Oh my gosh, decoys.
We could decoy, because they, as far as I know,
That is not bad
Decoys.
potential.
Decoys.
Decoys.
They-
Absolutely.
they don't have a magical means of tracking us, but they might be naturally good trackers anyway. I imagine that bounty hunting will lead to that kind of training,
True.
but it might confuse them. And we also have to determine whether or not we want to actively engage them.
All right, but let's think long term here. Now, I hate to be the nag and the mom of the group, but this bounty is not going away. That sword thing that that stick thing that guy has can track our dear friend no matter what plane we're on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds to me like Dee's gonna have to go back and face the music at some point.
The man just ran away as a first instinct. I doubt he will. But maybe after he's cooled down.
He was doing it to help us.
We have some connections in Sigil we could use. There's someone advocated for us, which meant that this bounty had to go to the mercenary troops instead of through the usual means. We have that big giantess person who had jobs potentially for us, so if we needed funds, we could go there. I have a contact in that tout person who was maybe in love with me, I don't know, from my past in Sigil.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, we have a message to give to the Sensate lady.
Yeah.
So there are several avenues that we could go down to get more information about how a trial or an arraignment or whatever the hell they call it would work.
We could. We'd have to get Dee to agree to surrender though.
My worry is that this is not going to go through the normal courts and
Yeah.
he's going to be brought up and just beheaded immediately.
I think the way that Sigil is at the moment, that's a very real possibility.
But we know that he's not going through the usual. If he was going through the usual law system, then we would know he would be hanged, drawn, and quartered, right?
True. Yeah.
I have a feeling that the boss just wants revenge.
So we kill him. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I meant.
It's. No,
But
I'm
I-
picking up what you're putting down.
I
That's all right.
think that our solution to this whole problem is in Sigil. That is my gut feeling.
I just wish I knew how that sword worked. Because if we could figure
Yeah.
it out, like maybe we could sever the magical link somehow. Like
Yeah.
maybe we could hoodwink the sword.
But that
or-
guy, I mean, that sword is part of that guy, and that guy's just doing his job.
I feel
It's
like
not-
that might be a level of magic that we will need to consult an expert with.
Mm.
There is a magical college here.
Yeah. We
There
are heading
is.
toward a
I'm
magical
just
college.
saying.
I mean,
There's
it's a
something.
bardic college. Let's not get our.
The most powerful magic there is, the magic of literal creation of
They
the
might
earth.
be able to refer us to an expert. Maybe if they don't have an expert themselves.
And we did say we would meet D in prosperity.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
We do have to be there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you know,
But
we're just gonna
maybe
have no
we
idea
don't
where we are.
do something on the sword side, but maybe we can interfere somehow
Mhm.
with the connection
the
to D.
connection.
I was going to say interfere with D. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
Maybe
There might be a way of like cloaking
Maybe,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Mhm.
Maybe
That's
each of
true.
us has some sort of
Maybe it's
strange,
connected
unique
to his-
magical signal.
His life force or something. Maybe there's a way of like, I don't know. He knows like, necromancy and shit.
Do you think D has a plan?
No.
Or do you think he
Absolutely not.
just left out of?
I think D likes to
Panic.
pretend he has a plan.
Well, yeah, he always seems to have a plan. He always seems to, know exactly what's going on and how to.
That's just wizards. It's just wizards.
Oh,
All right, so
okay.
I think we go to the college.
Is that why you're not a wizard? Because you can't think ahead like that?
Some of us like to act spontaneously and just go with the moment.
We're going to the college. We're going to consult as
Copy a
best
lot
we
of flack
can.
on my tricks.
We're going to consult with our whatever expert as best we can,
Mhm.
and then try and determine if whether this course of action is a feasible one. Otherwise, convince D to surrender.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that sounds like a pretty good plan.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go. College.
Yeah.
All right.
You're heading towards the college.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it.
Yep.
Should
And
Still gonna stop and do stuff along the way. Sorry.
I think maybe we should just keep going and
Like it.
not. Yeah.
yeah.
See, like if we pick up the pace slightly,
Mm-hmm.
will they pick up the pace?
You don't know.
Well,
Can we
if
try
if we
it?
look-
If
yeah.
you try it,
Just like for
then-
5 minutes or 10 minutes, we'll try going like really fast.
Okay.
So like as we go over a hill down into a valley, so
Mhm.
like they can't see us at this point, just go as fast as we can and pop up on the other side. Yeah, like 10 minutes earlier than they were expecting us to, or something like that.
Ah, yes, they will.
They'll pick
They'll
up
keep
the
And
pace.
so we look back and they're keeping pace.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so
So they're
they're
just
after
following
us.
us.
They're not just happening to go at the same rate.
They're definitely following us.
Do you want to do jobs along the way, just like to piss them off?
Maybe we should.
It'd be
Just
really
take,
funny.
Should we
just
have
take
a
a
long
week at a
rest?
farm.
Very funny.
I
I
would-
mean, if I keep up this for a long time, I will be tired.
I feel like we travel at normal pace. Like
Yeah.
their intentions towards us has been fairly clear. As long as we don't interfere, they won't harm us.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like real, not law enforcers, but like major sort of armies or not armies, but like stuff like that, like military forces or anything like that around, or
No, so from what you've
like you couldn't
gathered,
go to a guardhouse or
Policemen's.
something like that. Yeah.
from what you've gathered, most of it is private guards.
Okay.
There doesn't appear to be a huge amount of crime here, mostly because everyone has a private enforcer,
Yeah.
security guards almost for all their properties, whether it be in the form of ferocious animals that are trained and tamed, which some places do, or whether they've got hired not thugs but
Mm-hmm.
professionals. Yeah. D, what are you doing? You see that they are not following you, and they appear to be following your companions.
So I would be like following these guys for like maybe half an hour, at maybe 300 feet away, something like that. But where I can see them,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not close enough to just throw a fireball at me. easily, at least. And if I see that they're not diverging towards me, if they're following these guys, I would think that the idea is, well, he has to come and meet up with his group at some point, so we're gonna follow his group. So I do that face that Michael from The Office makes, like, I don't want to do this, like, I don't like this. And then I this time I really will go. I'm going towards the portal to Sigil.
You're going to Sigil.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like,
We don't know.
He doesn't.
He's not
Winging
just
it.
to die.
Yeah, that's his plan. New party time.
Okay.
and
So
I'll tell you the next step once I get there.
once you get that, that's fine.
Once you figure it out.
You can travel at a rate of 80 feet, so that's over double that of your regular companion sort of movement travel. It's taken you, I think it's about 4 or 5 days off the top of my head to get to here, so it'll take you about 2.5 days to get back.
Okay.
No, I have that we have traveled for 6 days.
6 days from
The tree.
the tree. Yeah, so then you'd have,
Oh, I see.
so it's about 4 or 5 days
Gotcha.
back to the town because you're not going across and down,
Straight
you're
line.
going straight.
Yeah.
So
If-
that's how long it would take you.
If I could do it with just 1 point of exhaustion, I'll do that.
Yep. Okay. I'll say we can cut a day down on that, so I say you can probably make it in, we'll say a comfortable 2 days.
And then I'll, when we get there, I'll go to that guy that gave us a place to stay. Well, the guy that sold me the carpet.
Okay. Yep.
Tried to hunker down with him
Yep.
and just
Yes.
kind of explain what's going on.
Okay.
You gotta hide in there to see if he. Hey man, did you guys come? Do you have a cellar?
Do you mind harboring a fugitive?
Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of the letter, is that with?
I think you have it.
Okay. Cool.
I think you guys have the. I'm hoping that you guys have the map as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
probably.
assume so.
Okay. Cool. Just keep in mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to take you about 2 days. You guys are about 5 days shy. I think it was 2 weeks travel.
Mm.
That's what you originally said, yeah.
Yeah, so you've probably got 6-7 days if you've been traveling 6 days already, roughly, till you reach prosperity.
Cool.
Okay, this is going to be fun. So,
Splitting the party.
so in terms of you guys, are you going ahead with your idea of doing work as you travel, or are you going just like there, what you need to rest?
Hilarious as that would be, I think time is kind of
Do you
Yeah.
think?
But we do
I feel
have
like-
to sleep. Like,
yeah.
We do.
there is going to be a point where we're going to have to sleep, and they will only be like a 30-minute walk from us,
Mm.
so they could just
Mhm.
walk up to us.
I mean, for the most part, you notice that is kind of like the distance
They're
that
keeping
they
a
are
distance.
keeping at you.
Yeah.
You reckon they'll be able to? They are within eyesight of you pretty much anywhere you go.
If we stop, they stop.
If you stop, they stop. And
Okay, so they
keep the
never
distance.
catch up to
They
us.
never catch up to you.
Okay.
Just
If we move
stalking.
closer to them, they back off.
We must at all times stay
I don't-
in.
We just have to find a cliff and just.
It's like a puzzle.
Like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
step back, another step.
So,
As you're traveling for the rest of the day, this is what you observe. I'm going to move on to the
so
next
they're obviously
I don't.
they don't want us. They're just following us to see when D meets back up with us.
Yeah.
Honey pop.
They believe D will be back up with us. I don't think there's any harm in doing some casual work. I think we should keep all our spell slots
Yeah.
Yeah.
just in case
I
something
yeah, I think
breaks bad.
yeah. Just do.
Which is not the most lucrative work, but it's good, honest work.
Who pays for good honest work these days?
We've got pest control. If anyone's got any pest control, we've got buskin. We've got legal documents. We've got skilled manual labor.
And we also
The legal
have
documents you won't have access to
Because
because
D was doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We also have proselytization.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to under these
That's
conditions.
True.
Hey, I'm up for it now. I'm into
Yeah, we might need
it.
God
an army of
stuff,
cultists
that's
to
right.
protect us.
Yeah.
So you're traveling out for the rest of the day. Your travel is going to be doing some work.
Yeah, I think
What do
more or
you
less the
think?
same, but just not expending
No spell
resources.
slots.
Yeah, like spell slots and stuff.
Manual
Labor.
labor.
No, I've got
Buff.
I've got mage hand. I'll just sit there. Go,
Okay, I think we've.
Like take weeds off like.
yeah,
I
out
think
of
we've
the
already
gunners.
calculated
Yeah,
this day's
I've
stuff.
got 3 days and a bunch of stuff, and 3 days and a bunch of stuff, and that's it.
Okay, so if this is the 6th day, then that will be the 3 days. So
Mhm.
we'll say that you've already expended whatever you've done today, and all that you're doing now is just for somewhere to stay for the night.
Cool.
As you hunker down for the night, roll me a perception check, you guys. What kind of situation are you going with in terms of
Oh.
trying to find accommodation? To
Oh
rest in?
damn!
Like I said, if I can do one
Yep.
exhaustion, I'll just keep going through the night. I'll put like my my cyberpunk driving music on.
Excellent. So
I'll
you'll
just, like,
travel out through the night.
I'll just have bugs like.
Nice.
Okay.
Amazing.
Hit with moss.
So, D, can you roll me a D12, please?
Of course.
I rolled really shit on my perception. How did you guys do?
15.
This is a 12.
33.
That's not bad at
That's
all.
pretty good.
It looks like a D20 but slightly smaller.
Yeah, I rolled under my
It's not that one. It's this one. Let's go. 12.
Excellent.
Nice.
Because why not?
Very good.
I mean, you might not be so happy with that.
Exactly.
Hopefully that's good. It might not be.
So, what's everyone's
12.
perceptions checks?
Rocks.
15.
Terrible.
Natural 20, so 23.
20. Unnatural.
Okay. So a few of you notice, in terms of where you are staying, the people that are pursuing you or following you, they set themselves up. They don't set up a fire or anything like that. They literally just have a camp that they have set up a small distance away, but they can keep an eye on where you are accommodating
The
yourselves.
farmhouse and stuff.
That's about as far as you're able to see from obviously the huge distance that you're at. I say huge distance, but like, you know, a good 40-minute walk or whatever distance away to be able to see that. But they do not set up a fire. You can kind of see their silhouettes there, but there is no fire.
That's worrying.
We can out-endurance them. If it rains, they get sick.
But they don't even need a fire, so they must be hardier than us.
Right, change the weather.
Yeah,
Oh. I mean, I can
That's
do
the thing
it.
you can do, right?
I could do it in a 5 feet cube.
Just make it miserable
I could
where they
creep
are.
up on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
was so good if we knew what that dude's line manager looked like.
No
Is that
skin
we-
at all.
We could get you to impersonate them and call off the dogs.
Call it off.
I feel like that would be an hilariously
Yeah.
obvious.
Hey,
I mean-
it's me, your boss. It's time for your quarterly review. Right now, in this field.
I mean,
It's going bad. You need to go home.
if I
Sincerely,
get,
like a
yeah.
boss.
You're the mystery customer.
Yeah.
Although
That's what this has been all along.
we have
this undercover
listened to the guy with the janky arm. I have seen him. I could impersonate him. Could maybe get his. No,
I think
never mind. Terrible idea.
I think the idea of doing something to distract like where we're going and go a different direction is a good idea though. Like if we can set up some sort of diversion,
Yeah.
especially if we can get into like a little village, like where there's multiple buildings and
Mm.
you know like 50 people or something like that.
Mm.
You know, 100 people. Like
Mhm.
We
So we like Scooby-Doo.
yeah,
You
we'll go in different baskets.
know. Yeah.
If you go to a village, you can announce like you're doing a big concert, gather people up, and it's like cause some general chaos, and then we can leave.
We could say that we're giving out free money.
Yeah, and I can just make some money and give it out, and then in 3 hours I'll be
Surely
gone.
someone will do
So will the
that.
money.
Yeah, so will the money. They'll be like, where's my fucking money?
Okay.
And we can never come back here again.
D,
No.
Yeah, you we can
As
hit many
you
birds with
are
one stone.
flying,
You can have like a concert. You can use this as an excuse to
you-
gather people and
through the
Nice.
darkness,
then
are
we
able
can
to
use
see
all of that to
glowing
cause general
eyes
chaos for us
coming towards you.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, what was that?
Glowing eyes. In total, you see,
12 of them.
yeah, literally 12
No!
of them. No, 16 of them.
What?
Ah!
You
But
see
he rolled a
16
D12.
eyes.
Get wrecked.
I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
So,
plus 4.
what kind of eyes are we talking here? Are we like,
They are glowing. It is the night. It is quite dark.
well,
And they're coming out, and they're in the sky.
above me, in front of me, to the side.
all around you.
They appear to be coming down from the top, from above you.
I have dark vision 60 feet. What can I see? Anything? Oh, they're not within 60 feet.
They're not within 60 feet of the
Fuck!
moment. What you see is the
We're
glowing
making an
eyes.
attack run.
And what, like the eyes, how far apart are they? Like, are they like this big, like here, or are they like that?
You see 4 sets of 4.
4 sets of 4. Shit. Shit. Okay. So they're coming from here. They're
They're
like
coming.
they're trying to flank me.
Yep, come on from the top.
And they're catching up.
Yes, they are catching
So
up.
they're faster than me.
They are very fast.
Sons of bitches. I can't outrun them.
You do not think that is the case.
R.I.P.
Do you have feather fall?
Yeah.
Just jump. Go terminal velocity. And then feather fall just before you hit the ground. Hopefully.
But the
I lose the carpet.
Yeah.
Hey.
Can you grab the carpet and then?
I'm going.
Yeah, just do that. Just grab it and turn
I'm
it
going.
off.
So basically, if they're going from there, I'm gonna go so that they're like. I'm not gonna go. So they intercept. I'm gonna go. So they have to like
Trail after you.
trail after me, and as they trail after me, I'm gonna get a spell ready.
Okay, we will roll initiative for you and these things.
See if I can dissuade them.
Oh god, that work today was real hard, man. I guess you need to stretch my arms here. We're carrying loads of hay bales around.
God damn.
I got a splinter.
Whilst I do that, Kyle, roll me a d12.
Oh, please be 12, please be 12, please be 12.
One. No.
Your night goes by uneventfully.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the
Or so it
initiative?
seems.
Philippe?
It's not good. 6.
Oh dear.
6.
Oh, please don't die.
Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye.
We'll never know.
It was nice knowing you.
Okay.
I think about death
so-
so much it feels more like a memory. This is where it gets me.
Oh, my feet. 7 feet above me.
Yes, thank you.
So, these eyes, they start to swarm close towards you. You notice that as they come closer, they are spreading themselves out.
Okay.
So, what you notice is 2 of them seem to be going from either side, left and right, and 1 goes up, 1 goes down, and they make almost like a diamond shape behind you, and they start to make fast progress. In terms of the distance that they're able to cover, you start to make out the silhouettes of them. Obviously, with your dark vision, everything you can see is sort of like a grey, so you can't really make out the colours of them. But these creatures that are chasing after you, they're long, 5-foot-long worm-like creatures.
Ew.
You can make out a vicious mouth. Like this is, they've almost got like lips that spread out, and there's lots of gum, and then very sharp teeth.
Are they small? What kind of size are they?
5 foot long.
5 foot long.
Oh,
So they're not small.
it's a big
They're not
worm.
small.
Creatures.
And you can see that they have 4 eyes, and these are the glowing eyes that you saw. They are equidistant on their heads. And they appear to have small arms with clawed fingers that sprout from each side of them, and their tails narrow towards the end, like a whip, and they seem to have barbs on the end of their tail.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the turtle
And they
from
have
all
two
ends.
large fan-like fins
Yeah.
sprouting from the back of their head. I have a beautiful little picture.
Oh!
Nice.
Yeah.
They're like yucky fish.
Yeah.
Yucky flying fish.
Ratfish.
Wow.
Ratfish.
Yeah.
Winged.
I'll let you
ratfish.
roll me a nature check to see if you're aware of these. It will be quite difficult because you're not native to Bitopia.
The wizardy.
Not sure. It's 13.
A 13. So you don't fully know what these things are, but you're able to ascertain that these things, the sky itself, is their home. They are native Bitopians, and the skies are where they reside.
Okay. And what's the ground beneath me like? Is it forest? Is it...
Underneath you, most of it is farms. What you do know about Bitopia is a lot of the stuff that's on your layer that you're on at the moment is very cultivated, very landscaped. It's when you get to the other side, the northern...
The other side.
The other side of the Bitopia.
Yeah.
That land is more of your rugged and natural resources land. So all of the carpenters and
Stone
lumberjacks, stonemasons, everything
Okay.
that takes natural resources is on the harsher side of it. This is the cultivated side of it.
Okay.
So you've got a lot of open ground in the bottom.
Any buildings? Or
There'll be various villages. I'll give you...
just to see if I can basically make my way into one of these villages or buildings and close the door behind me. Basically.
There was one farm, and this is an isolated farm. It's quite a large, expansive land. You reckon it will probably take you 3 rounds to get there, in terms of distance from where you are and movement speed that you can go to get to the door of this house.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
Mm.
Well, I'm going there.
so, yeah, as these things head towards you, that is their thing. They fly, and they fly fast.
Well, that makes sense.
And what you do also notice is, as they're moving, they... because of the way that the eyes are and the way that they're moving, they've got 2 eyes here, 2 eyes here, and their mouth is in the middle. They have no concept of what up or down is.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
And you can tell that from the way they move. They like spin and twist and flip.
So there were 12 sets of eyes,
Like a
right? But only 6
gyroscope.
of them.
for them.
There were
So
16
4
eyes.
eyes each.
Oh, sorry.
16
Yeah,
eyes,
I
right.
got hung up on 12. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So they'll go to one side to the other, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
and they make a diamond formation as they come towards
Diamond
you.
formation.
It is your turn. They're probably about 40 feet away from you at the moment.
40 feet. That is not good enough.
These things have travelled fast. From the moment you notice their eyes, they have gone very fast.
Of course, of course. So my question now is,
Speed is based on vision.
Oh shit, it wasn't. now just staying still.
so my question is, so the carpet moves at
80 feet.
80 feet. Can I still use my action to dash as the carpet?
Yes.
So 160, right?
Yes.
Question: will expeditious retreat work on the carpet? Because it says the spell allows you to move at incredible pace. When you cast a spell as a bonus action in each turn after, you can cast the dash action as a bonus action. So that would allow me to do 80, 80, 80 if that's allowed. But if it's not, then I can.
You would have to cast it on the carpet, and its target is a person.
Itself.
Specifically.
But
Ooh.
when I'm in the carpet, my
Yeah.
speed is the carpet speed. That's why I'm asking the question.
That's interesting.
It's a little bit bullshit, but I'm trying.
Yeah, but it's magical bullshit. So.
And I'm trying to
Nice.
escape. So at this point, I'll try anything.
I'll say yeah.
Ooh, Continental.
I mean, it's using up a resource. So.
I'm gonna do it. Bang.
Yeah.
So, I would do that. I'm gonna go bonus action 80 feet, movement 80 feet, action 80 feet. So
Okay.
that's 240 feet.
Damn.
380s, yeah.
Hmm?
380s,
888.
340.
81, 62, 40, yes. Okay.
Now we get to see how fast they move.
With the speed that you are going, I will have to ask you for a dexterity check, as this is not something that you have done on this
Of
carpet
course.
before, and
Let's
that
do
is
it.
very, very fast. Just brace yourself for that kind of speed.
How many G's?
Yeah.
G's for D.
In this episode, Deed becomes a trained fighter pilot.
Right. So that's not. Oh.
Oh!
I
Yeah.
didn't. Right.
That's the
That happened.
universe.
Yeah.
That was not like.
The mat was kind of holding a bit cocked, and I was gonna ask for someone to say something, but then it
And then
landed.
it righted itself.
So that is
Thanks, Mia Licky.
that is an 18.
18?
Wait. It's an 18. I was checking if it was negative dexterity. It's an 18.
Okay. With that, you're able to sort of grip onto this carpet.
Am I
and you
holding
move-
on to the tassels at the back, like the carpet is over there?
exactly. And you go at a remarkable speed. I would say that if you just do a regular movement, next turn you'll be able to make it to the door. With just regular movements.
Oh, okay. I'm doing it. I was like, I'm gonna fuck these guys up, and then they got close. I was like, I'm gonna run.
Okay, now I have to figure out
Clever. Lots of self-preservation.
quick conversion for movement speeds.
These
Oh,
guys
yeah,
are gonna
'cause-
work for the dinner. They gotta work for their dinner.
Mm-hmm. Carl's having to work for these guys' dinner.
Sorry.
Okay, so
That's okay. Do you need some water?
I have a drink.
You have a drink?
No.
Do you want some water? Do you want some water? If you're watching at home, don't forget to have a sip of water.
Don't forget
Stay
to have a sip of
hydrated.
No, dehydrate yourself.
Bulbasaur says stay hydrated.
Bulbasaur says drown yourself.
Okay, so
Shouldn't Squirtle say?
Yeah, that's the joke.
Oh.
Because he's a plant, though. He needs water.
Oh yeah, that's
But
true.
he's not the water Pokemon. He's just doing his best. Bulbasaur's just doing his best.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Just trying to kill.
it's a natural crinkle.
Just trying to kill one of those people. Let's see if I can do it.
Hey.
okay. This is
You
fun.
should be hitting the enemies, not us.
They managed to catch up with you.
Hey.
Good for them.
However, they
Is
are
he-
unable to do anything.
Yeah.
But you have currently got one above you, two to the side, and one is underneath your carpet.
So
And
is
they
he
have
gonna-
basically circled you, but it's taken their action in order to do that. These things have 120 feet movement speed.
Dang.
So is he gonna take
Standard.
4 attacks of
That's
opportunity?
standard.
No, because I got disengaged, brother.
Okay. And you just needed your normal
Yeah, that's
speed to
true,
get
yeah.
to the door anyway.
That's okay.
So what I'm gonna do, is it my turn?
It is now your turn. They took their action to dash.
Because like I'm always there, I'm always there. I'm gonna like use disengage as my main action,
Mm-hmm.
and then as my normal movement, you did say,
Yep.
would get me to the door.
Yep.
Yeah,
Are there
we all heard that.
windows here in this barn, or can I see through what's inside this thing, or am I gonna get into potentially a barn full of fucking, I don't know,
Abyssal
snakes or some shit?
Yeah.
I'll roll to see what kind of farm this is.
Hey,
Abyssal chicken.
Crocodile farm.
Okay.
As long as you have a
Um,
teapot of water, though, they'll be so happy.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna roll a d8. If it's a 1 and a 2, it's an animal domestic.
Oh
If
shit.
it's a 3 and a 4, it's an exotic animal farm
Oh shit.
for
It's
like
getting worse.
exotic meats and stuff like that.
Mhm.
5 and a 6 is going to be a orchard sort of vineyard thing, so they
Yeah.
probably won't have
Like
much in the ways of barn, and it will be the house. And
It could be like hay and fertilizer.
7
and
and
like...
8
Oh, okay.
is going to be sort of like a crop farm. So I'm going to roll this out in the open so you
Let's
can
do
see.
it.
Nice, nice,
Come on,
nice,
Phil.
nice noise.
3.
Exotic
Oh,
animals.
animals!
Great.
Okay.
Hopefully they're not deadly. They're like very sweet and cuddly as exotic animals that you can easily kill.
It's like tiny hedgehogs
Yeah, something.
from Mount Celestia
raccoons.
or something. Oh,
Okay.
frogs.
It's
So,
gonna be where all
My
these
thought
things come
is
from.
I don't want to break the door because then
It's
the
like
door's
40 of them
broken.
in there.
I can see inside. I'm gonna try to use as a bonus action. I will use Misty Step.
That would be
To
so
hang on
brilliant.
to teleport
Okay,
inside.
so
That's
you
fine.
end up finding an animal barn. As you head down, you can see that there is like an open
Demonicans.
hatch to this barn.
Okay.
However, it's also got mesh floating around it to try and attempt to prevent escapes.
That was my thought. Like, also the farmers don't want these creatures to get to their exotic animals, so hopefully this is a safe place.
Exactly. As you
Love
are
it.
able to head down, as I said, you're able to see into this thing, and there seems to be an upper canopy of this place. Are you Misty stepping in?
Well, if I can see inside, I would hope I can see the beasts before I step inside. Just to make sure that I'm not going into a creature that is even worse
With a giant mouth.
than what's outside.
Okay. What you are able to notice is the creatures that you have in here. They appear to be cockatrice,
Okay, mixed bag there.
Okay.
but you
Still
do
piss
know
'em off.
from your previous experience, because you did hunt down a few cockatrice, they can't fly.
Yeah.
They can't. They have wings, but they don't fly. They're like chickens.
They can breathe fire though, right?
No.
No.
They are the petrifying ones. They'll peck you, and it starts to petrify.
Stuns you.
Oh, okay, so as long as you can stay above them, you'll be alright.
Does this barn have like beams?
Yes, there is an entire upper.
That they don't.
They don't appear to go up there.
Okay, so if I
you
can
imagine this is probably where they like try and throw down the feed and stuff like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
as a
yeah,
safety measure.
Love
in
it.
that case, if I can see that, I'll misty step up there and see what happens.
Okay. As you sort of disengage and sort of veer yourself ahead, you're able to bounce yourself into the barn. As mentioned previously, there's like a meshing sort of system. As these creatures come towards you, they seem to hit into the side of the barn at the speed that they're going. Actually, no, they don't hit into it. But what you do notice is they head towards it and they flick their tails, and the tails hit into it. But they immediately pivot themselves around and
Because
fly
they're
away.
fucking
Agile.
amazing flyers.
Yeah.
And I was just like collapse for a second, like hopefully in safety. Grabbing my carpet and just kissing it. And see what happens.
You've managed to escape.
The carpet gets a hard on.
Okay.
I was a mimic the whole time.
I'll say that the carpet is able to come in with you as well when you misty step.
Oh,
Because
I
it's
would
an
hope.
object that you're wearing, kind of.
Well, I would hope that when I get to the door, I can just
Grab it.
grab it and bounce myself. But I don't know, whatever works.
I'll say you can misty
Yeah.
step with the thing,
Alright.
because it's technically an object, so it's not like you're taking another creature with you.
Yeah.
It's an object that you're
That's part of
quote,
you.
wearing.
Because it's
So
like,
as long as you're on the carpet, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
teleport with it.
okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
And well, I don't know what happens next. tell
So,
me.
you're now in this barn. This barn has an upper level. All of the cockatrice, and you can see probably about 20 or so of them down in the bottom. It's quite a large barn. They do seem to have a lot of open areas to run around in. But you're safely on an upper floor.
I think I may have to stay here for the night, right? You're not here. You can tell. You can tell me.
Don't look at me.
I just needed some support, some emotional support. I got nothing.
I'm there with you in spirit.
Yeah, I may stay because I feel.
You're doing good, Philippe.
Who's in here with me?
Who's Philippe?
Fuck! I didn't know cockatrices spoke. Cockatrices?
Cockatrice.
Cockatrice. Yeah, if I feel safe here, I would probably like adrenaline out, just fall asleep and probably have a rest.
Crash out that night.
Yeah, crash out the night.
That's fine.
You'd think so.
I'm
yeah.
tapped out anyway, so if I have another one of these, I'll probably need my spells.
Excellent. So your night in the cockatrice barn goes by uneventfully.
Yes.
Are you staying there for a full long rest?
If
or
possible.
If possible. I'll say that at the time of night, since you were travelling, let's roll a d8 and see what time of night it was. So from 8 p.m. till 4 a.m. So it was midnight when you head in there.
Not bad. I didn't.
Yeah.
So I can wake up at like 8.
You'll be able to wake up at 8.
The farmers will be there.
6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock,
Got another
the
wizard in
cockatrice
our barn,
starts
damn it.
screeching and almost crowing like a cockerels.
Wait, what's the rules for long rest? It's like 6 hours of sleep and 2 hours of
Light
lighting.
activity.
Yeah.
Okay, so my light activity can be like,
You're lucky
fuck
that
off!
you're lucky I rolled the number I rolled.
That was like just that much.
You can hear them all starting to call and crow at about 6 in the morning. And then shortly after, maybe at 6:30, as you're sort of like resting and getting yourself up and ready, you see a halfling make his way up this ladder, and you can hear the door being opened upstairs. You're at the other side, so you're sort of like at where an open window is. So there's a bit of a breeze that comes through and fresh air for the birds. And this thing opens, and this halfling looks over and he says,
Don't be alarmed.
"What are you doing here?"
Some fucking creatures last night attacked me. This was the only place I could hide. I apologize. I'm not trying to rob you or anything. I just got in here.
"Well, come over here." And he sort of lugs this big sack of feed out.
Oh,
And it's like
I don't need that.
a huge sack of meat.
maybe
Cockatrices
I
are
did that.
carnivorous.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like,
Giblets.
"You're helping me feed these."
Oh fuck. Man.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Thought he could get out of it.
Put the carpet on my back. It's like, what do? You just chuck it in?
he hands you a fishing rod,
Oh shit.
like a very sturdy, thick fishing rod, very crudely made, and it has with like a big
That's
hook,
a
like a
hook.
meat hook at the end. And he's like, "Right, you're lowering these in."
All
And he
right.
hands you it, and basically you have to lower them down and individually feed each cockatrice so that it sort of jumps up, grabs the meat, and eats it. And there's about 20 of them, so between the two of you, you're doing about 10 each.
Hopefully counts as light breathing and light exercise.
It is light exercise, but it will take you the rest of your long rest.
Fair. So I get a long rest. Is that right?
You do get a long rest.
I can press that button.
Nice.
Bam.
The next morning, with the rest of the group, you wake up. The person whose barn you were staying in made you do relatively menial labor, but it was hard work. It was basically like mucking out the cows or something along those lines. So you're a little bit sore in the morning, those of you who aren't used to like rigorous exercise, at least Sprite and Hazel and Link. Link more so than Sprite and Hazel, whose bodies are sort of almost used to doing large workouts. You've got moderate strength. And so
I
on,
was
so.
I was using Mage Hand. I wasn't using physical strength. That's what Mage Hand is for.
Maybe it works out some muscle as you use magic.
Yeah, when you're like, I was like, damn.
I mean, you have to do the actual act with
Yeah.
your hand,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you have to like conduct
It's hard
it,
with
don't
all
you?
those guys.
Like, if
Yeah.
it's punching, you have to like do
The
the
mage hand actually does what your actual hand does, so
Mm.
you're just doing it at like a proxy
Just
distance.
get like really sore wrist.
Yeah, you get a sore wrist because you're doing a lot of mucking out of like
Yeah.
poop, and if you're only using the hand to like
Yeah.
do it, because you only get one hand, you can't use a shovel.
Yeah.
But you wake up in the morning.
That's good. You woke up in the
Oh.
morning.
It's nice waking up after a bit of exercise, isn't
So
it?
Wait, what did we do last night?
Our tailors, are they like away from the farmhouse?
Yes, they are.
Can we still see them?
Yes, you can.
So yeah.
You saw them through the night. You sort of popped your head out of the barn,
Cool.
and you can see that they were, as I said, probably about a 40-minute walk. Probably less with their lizards,
Mm.
but yeah, reasonable distance.
Have I seen them like eat? Or-
You have not seen them eat.
Okay, great.
Very
Nice.
strange. What are you thinking of going over with like some rations as a peace offering?
No.
Oh.
You're trying to ascertain
Poison
what their
rations.
bodies are capable of.
Yes. So yes, no. Apparently their weird mystical powers give them. Bro, why don't you give us weird mystical powers too? Like, what is this?
I'm not there yet.
Yeah. Can't you grow fruit or something?
Yeah, if I like, practiced.
Alright.
With
I'm sure
my-
you could. I'm
With
sure
my
you.
hands.
I'm sure you would grow
Hazel,
fantastic
Link?
fruit.
are you going for a run this morning?
Oh no, I've done enough.
I'll cheer you on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna do some stretches because we're gonna be running most of the day anyway.
Yeah,
But
You
don't
know
go
what?
far.
we'll do some.
Go. Let's go for a run.
All right. Is this something that you regularly do with me?
No.
Okay.
I
You feeling
wake
alright?
up and then just I look at you and it's like cool. I actively try and like wake up later than you, and if I do happen to wake up like at around the same time, I avoid you.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I'm used to that. You're always greeted with like a smile, like "Good morning, fella."
I'm curious to see what they would do.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
So we'll go for a run.
Hazel? You coming with us?
Yeah, Hazel will for sure.
Nice.
As well. But
We'll
not
go
Sprite
for a
or
sprint.
Lick.
No.
For Dwarven sprint.
Let's get some
The natural
supplies
born
ready for
sprinters.
when we leave.
They're wasted on cross country.
We'll make ourselves useful.
I'm gonna eat or drink whatever this farmer is known for. Whatever their thing is.
Turnips.
Yeah. Give me your finest turnip juice.
This guy's a dairy farmer, so
Nice.
Oh,
Milkshake.
cheese and milk.
Milk, cheese, yogurt.
If you guys ever
Baby.
meet like a farmer that does
Jerky.
plums, you're gonna have the shits for days.
Like a prune.
a date farmer, yeah.
I just want to say, as according to my sensate thing, I'm trying everything.
Everything.
Anything that I think is.
Look at him
Yeah.
digging for
I'm
a
trying.
magic point.
I'm trying.
He has a incredibly moldy cheese,
Whoa.
Sock it to me.
which is
Sock
What
me.
They probably did come with
what he
kind of sock.
says is a delicacy, and in and of itself is incredibly expensive as a balance. So he will ask you for a gold piece to try some of this stuff.
Ooh.
He does not come with the food on board. If you want to try it,
Yeah, sure. I'm happy to pay for whatever. Like
Cool.
I'm assuming I've been paying for this and that. Like
for the most part, they'll give you food and board if you do like
Yeah.
a bunch of labour work for a couple of hours every day. That you sort of travel into each of these this stuff here, and when you give him this gold piece, he basically gives you like a slice of this cheese about the size of a Leerdama slice,
So
like
thin.
just like a regular slice.
Oh, shit.
That is one gold piece.
Oh shit!
Ooh.
wow.
This dude
Do
like
I have it on a cracker? Do I like what's the deal?
You put it with some chutney? Like,
It's
what's
a
the
very very plain cracker, so it's not to dilute the flavour, but to give you a bit of texture.
Okay.
this guy probably has like
Like a water
the
cracker.
financial system of Bitopia in cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
People come here for loans. That's what we love cheese.
Slice off.
Cheese burn.
Yeah, cheese man.
And as you taste it,
Oh,
it
the cheese
is
tax.
very, very strong. And you can see why this is only just like a slice of it, because this is probably the strongest cheese you've ever tasted. It is, however, incredibly delicious and rich, with those sort of like bittery, tangy undertones that come from that sort of molding process.
Are we talking like Stilton blue cheese?
We're talking like Stilton on steroids.
You must pay the cheese tax. Just a little piece for
I
The
me.
need
tiniest
some
of
cheese.
crumbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tiny bit. If you want some, I can just buy you one.
No, it's a gold piece. I just want the tax. It's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll give you like my
A little
quarter.
quarter.
Yeah.
The
copper-
wheel
a
of
copper
this
as well.
thing, and he'll sort of tell you all about it, and he won't tell you the process. It's a secret process and how they manage to balance all the bacteria and so on and so forth. But to buy an entire wheel of this stuff is 1,000 gold pieces.
Does he sound like Mario by any chance?
Mario,
Yeah.
it's me, Mario.
A cheese. This is a cheese.
No, this guy actually has quite an almost thick Greek accent.
Ah.
I love it.
Cool.
But it is delicious, and it's probably the best cheese that you have ever tasted.
Big day.
Yeah.
Big day.
Big day for Link.
Yeah.
How do we do on our little jog?
Well, yeah. What is your objective in this? You're trying to observe whether these people follow you. Is that
Yes.
The
Whether or
general-
not how many they split off, who splits off.
okay? So what you notice as you sort of head off to this walk, how are you doing? Are you like sneaking out to go for this run, or are you just blatantly going for the run?
just blatantly.
Blatantly going.
Blatantly going for the run.
So they can blatantly see that we've split up.
Yeah. And how far are you traveling out?
We'll go like 10 minutes and I'll just like see what happens.
Yeah, we'll just go 10 minutes in one direction and then double back on ourselves and come back.
Okay, you're going sort of like over hills or
Yeah.
whatever.
Just where, whatever.
Yeah.
In a relatively straight line, I guess.
Yeah.
In a relatively straight line to try and sort of get out of almost eyesight. If you do end up heading out of eyesight, the two caster will follow you.
Interesting.
I mean, shouldn't be surprised, but good to know that who they're sending.
And just to give you like a brief
still not a
description of these
one-to-one
guys
fight.
again, the caster are 7'5", so 7.5 feet tall, and they have bright
Big
scales and sort of like a flared crest.
They're all of them. Do they, all of them have lizard mounts?
All of them have lizard mounts.
Cool. Have the lizard mounts been eating?
And lizard mounts have been eating, yes.
I mean, lizards typically can live for like a long time without eating. It depends on the kind of lizard, I guess.
But they don't tend to expend a lot of energy
Yeah.
when they're not doing that.
Yeah.
These are acting as mounts.
True. True.
Yeah, don't reptiles have like one meal a week or something usually?
But they also
But they
just
just
spend
sit.
most of their time sitting and bathing. They
Yeah.
do not expend much energy.
I would do that if I could get away with it.
That would be great.
These things are working over time.
Yeah. Okay.
So it might mean if lizard biology is a thing in this magical world, that they are eating more than normal, which
To keep
requires
up.
a significant amount of supply. Have they been out hunting? Has there ever been a point where there's only like there's like one person in their party that's gone off that we've noticed?
Give me a perception check. See if you've noticed it happening.
9.
9. You haven't noticed it happening.
Okay.
I'm going to assume, because that's a logical thing to assume.
But it may have been happening when you haven't been, because you haven't
Yeah,
permanently been like
keeping an eye out.
keeping
yeah.
an eye on them.
What are you thinking there, Hashkar?
I was thinking we'd possibly out endurance them. The riders may not need to eat or sleep or drink, but their mounts do. If we get their mounts, if we outlast their mounts, we might be able to then outlast the riders, but then that would mean taxing ourselves and leaving them relatively fresh. It doesn't matter either way. We have a plan, we should stick to that one.
Okay.
But merely voicing thoughts.
So-
It's good to have more
The
information.
the daughter. I'm gonna
Hazel.
Hazel.
I keep wanting to call her Hazazel. And I'm like, that's not.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
That's not the one.
I'm gonna stop, or we'll come to like a small break, and I'll have brought like rations with me, and I'm going to share some with the group, and I'm going to ask Hazel how she is feeling.
So is this
How would
you
you
separate
play?
from the group? So it's just you three
Yes.
out on your run. You sort of got into a distance. You sit, have a break before you come back. Yes.
Yes.
I'm doing annoying stretches. I haven't stopped.
So you're asking Hazel how they're doing.
How they're doing.
Um,
I realize that we have taken you from a very different situation. You're found, and your state is probably not one that you expected to be in.
I can't say that I imagined my life to end up like this,
No.
but I'm with me ma, and that's all I can ask. I didn't think I'd ever see her again.
Is this what you want? This kind of life? Always on the move, continuously?
As long as I'm with her, I don't really mind. I know that she'll always steer me right. She's always been kind and loving, and I think she still has that in her. She may not know how to be a mother now, but I'm sure that will come.
True, but no matter what our intentions, not even the gods are infallible. What is it that you want to do? In the most ideal of circumstances, where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
All of my childhood, I wanted to take after me mother. I wanted to be the guardian of the grove. It doesn't seem likely that that's going to happen anytime soon, though. What do I want now? It's a hard question. I don't know what I want now. I don't know when or if I will ever find out what I want. All I know is I'm just happy to see that I didn't destroy every part of me for whole life. That there's at least something there to hold on to and strive for, I guess, making her proud. I didn't mean to hurt her. I didn't mean to hurt my family. What do you strive for? What are your goals? What are your dreams? Do you like doing this as well?
No. I prefer if we were somewhere else, doing something far more useful. But the situation of the world will not allow such a thing. But we must adapt. Nothing will ever go your way, not unless you will it to be.
There's always somebody out there to try and exploit and take advantage of you, it seems. I guess the only people you can really rely on are, well, yourself, and maybe those that care for you, if they care enough, and they're not pretending to care.
You made a mistake. A great one. Do you feel you were punished for it?
I feel like I took the greatest punishment. I still remember the looks in everyone's eyes and my ma's eyes.
When she shot an arrow through your heart several times without any hesitation.
That's not what I'm talking about.
No one said that.
No
No
one
one
said
said that. No one said anything.
Inner speech.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Hey y'all.
Hey, y'all.
When the flames
Enjoying this beautiful
Beautiful
day.
morning,
In it.
isn't it? In it. I've lived in England too long.
when the flames consume them all, and I don't know, the look of betrayal in their eyes, like I'd forsaken them for something. It still haunts me.
Some say it probably should. Such a memory is, such an act is quite a deep one. But
Indeed.
others should also recommend that while you should keep such memories alive, do not let grief drown you.
I'm trying not to. I can't imagine what it's like to not know. Like all of you. I mean,
This life is dangerous. You have seen it and you know it already. One moment's decision and we could be fighting what appears to be a divinely empowered being. As strong and as powerful as your mother is and as cold-hearted as she can be, I do not believe we are of equal strength to such opposition. If it comes down to it, life and death, are you willing to die? Again? You might not have another chance.
I understand this, but if it's anything to take away my mother, I will fight. To lose her again, I don't know if I could make it through that. If my mother fights, I'll fight. If she doesn't, I'll do what I can to keep us alive. I don't think she's as cold-hearted as you think.
Calculative. Very well. Thank you for the conversation. If you have ever needed more, you know where I am.
I appreciate it. And she'll sort of pensively sit down and sort of mull over the conversation that we've just had in her head.
Cool. Don't actually hug me. Don't. That's not
Huh?
the thing. No, it's fine. Yeah, let's go back.
Okay, what is the plan for the day?
Just continue this absurd situation.
Yeah. I think let's ask the farmer. Do you know? Is there a town nearby, or somewhere with maybe 50 to 100 people?
Yeah, there will be a small town nearby. Nothing too large, but yeah, maybe like about 50, 60 people or so. Probably about half an hour, 40-minute walk away.
Alright. I say we go through the town. We could try and lose them.
Mm-hmm.
I have a bit of a plan.
Okay.
You've got a plan.
Do you want to tell us?
You saying it like that? My plans are great.
No, that's fine. Do you want to, share with the group or use it?
Okay,
as
I'll share.
balance?
It's not that. Well, it'll need all of us to.
It's not that I don't trust you, wholeheartedly.
All right. So I think we get to the town. We find. Oh, hang on. 5 of us.
Mm-hmm.
You got Lucretian.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
Lucretian.
Lucretian. He's so silent most of the time.
Do you want him to do anything?
Would you rather I speak more?
No.
Not really.
Perhaps I'll start singing.
Oh, definitely not.
I mean, you sing, why can't I sing?
Well, some of us can sing.
Yeah, some of us can sing.
Thanks.
We really are razzing on you lately,
Yeah.
aren't we?
Being very harsh on me.
It's because we know you got such a thick skin and an ego the size of Batopia.
So, I think we go into a town. We find a couple of rubes.
Mm-hmm.
Flash them-
Seduce them. No,
flash them gold.
sorry.
You,
That's
okay,
the other plan.
if you want. Next town, we'll do that plan. If we give them an item of our clothing each,
Mm-hmm.
we dress them up, we give them the horse,
The horse.
and we tell them to go in a particular direction.
Mm-hmm.
While they're doing that, we slip out the other way, we go this direction.
Mm-hmm.
I've also recorded a couple of things with Magic Mouth. So like me singing, so maybe like 5 or 6 different songs.
You should get Lucretian on there too.
Yeah, and I'll put a few things of Lucretian complaining.
Of complaining.
Yeah. Or just,
He'll demand that he sings.
I mean, that's fine.
If you're singing, he's singing.
You will do that. We'll do it. One of them can be a duet. And yeah, we'll pay a couple of just like farm boys to ride in sort of that direction, and every now and then they can like tap the thing and make it do a song, and so they'll look like us. They'll have the horse.
Mm-hmm. They'll sound like
They'll
us.
sound like us, and they should smell like us as well, because they'll be able to smell the horse, which I assume is probably the most strong smelling of all of us.
My skin's made of metal. I don't
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
We might need to break off a little bit of like Lucretian's horn or something, and so it's got that sulfury smell. And then
Got
Yeah.
cheese in there.
maybe we just like get some really strong cheese, and we get like something really like a strong smell, and cover ourselves and go a different direction, because I reckon those lizards are probably able to smell us. I reckon that's going to be a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we have our tracks, our smell, our sight, and our sound covered,
Mm-hmm.
then that should hopefully be enough to throw them off the trail.
Good plan.
The only thing is we can't really make another Lucretian.
That's going to be the sticky point, isn't it?
As Lucretian's been fairly obvious as a feature in the group traveling, hasn't he?
Yes. It's not very common that you'll see like a devil.
Yeah.
For the most part, people kind of just ignore his existence and just hope that he'll go away.
Aww.
Most of the people here.
Send them with a decoy group.
What
no,
if,
he won't leave.
what if I give...
Yeah, he won't.
Is it cold here? Warm,
So the general temperature is quite heavily regulated. So over the course of the day, you'll get various different temperatures that are generally quite beneficial for the natural growth. So
Okay.
and it's quite regimented. So as you wake up in the morning, there'll maybe be sort of like a gentle downpour shower to like water all the crops, and that comes across and it goes all the way across the entire plane. It will work in sort of like a phase.
Yeah.
So in the morning, like one far end, it will start to go, and it's like almost the same
Pattern every day.
pattern every day. So the clouds will
That's
move their
crazy.
way across, and then when they hit the
That's
other
crazy.
end, it sort of
This is the
appears
Truman
back at
Show,
the other
I'm
end.
telling you.
Yeah.
Because the
Okay.
plane basically starts at one end and then
Well.
moves on to the other end.
I have an idea. Why don't we buy a cloak from these farm people, and we get in plain sight of them. We get Lucretian to put on the cloak with a hood, and then Lucretian will travel with us as usual, but covered in the cloak. And then that's the cloak we give to one of the decoys.
And it'll smell real sulphury as well.
It'll smell like him, and
We could just get like
then
some.
it'll be kind of covered.
We could get like some brambles and like poke some, like bramble thorns through the cloak as the person's wearing it, so it looks like it's
Could
do.
spiky.
Love
Could
that.
do. Yeah. Are the farm hands agreeable to that? Do they have a long sort of hooded cape cloak thing that we could buy off them? Could be ratty. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they'll sell
Just
you
like
one
a
of their
shirt.
son's cloaks
Yeah.
for 6 silver.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
I got that.
So if we approach like probably like some young
Quite happy
guys
business
that
people.
look like they're probably like willing to just do a job for a day, and maybe willing to take on a little bit of risk.
It won't be
That's-
dangerous.
Not that it's risky, but like they're leaving the farm. They're not off. Yeah, in the fields. Just those sort of people.
Okay, and I'll be in the town, yeah.
Yeah, just so we've got lots and lots of people around, and we can kind of blend in, because I assume they're not gonna
I'm going to a tavern.
follow us into taverns and things like that, because they want to maintain distance. So we want to
Community
be,
hall or something.
we want to organise this over the course of a day, being in the town, and then the next day, like they get up in the morning and they leave out the main, the main drag, and then they'll
We
see
can
them.
watch them go.
Yeah,
Sneakily.
and then we'll go out like through the woods at the side, through the down by the valleys and stuff.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so I'll have you head in towards this village for the minute. You've got the cloak, and you're making a show of putting the cloak on
Lucretian.
Lucretian.
So that he's like almost all covered, basically,
Mhm.
is the idea.
Okay. I'll move over to D. So D, you finished at this point feeding all the cockatrices, and the guy who runs it, runs his farm. He'll turn to you and say, "Right, thanks for your help.
Thanks for shelter.
I assume you'll be off now then."
I shall be off. Do you know what those creatures that look like flying squids with many, many eyes are about?
Ah, the Neaf.
Yeah, are they?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Well, how can I stay out of their way, really?
Stay out of the skies, really.
Feared you were going to say that. There's nothing they don't like.
They're scavengers, for the most part. What they'll do is, if there's anything sort of floating up and above the general sort of building level, they'll mostly go for it. They tend to eat a lot of birds, but a lot of these animals, they don't make too much differentiations between stuff.
Are they nocturne or?
They'll travel out for anything. They don't seem to actually need to stop.
Oh, I'm not happy with that. And they don't have like a smell or something that they don't like that I can like spray myself with.
I wish. This is why I have to put the meshes around.
Of course. Alrighty, well I'll get off your hair and let you. Hopefully he's not bald. I don't know.
No, he has long brown hair. It doesn't look like this guy's ever had his hair cut.
I'll get out of here. Get out of your hair and you carry on with what you're doing. And thank you again. Sorry I didn't ask for permission, but it was a bit of a tight spot.
It's fine. You put in the work. You put in the time.
All right. Well, I'll see you again.
Excellent. And you start flying yourself off again. Okay. So,
Immediate attack.
before we head into the town, I think this is probably a good place to take a quick little break.
Yes.
So we'll be back in a couple of minutes, and we'll resolve back in the town. So we'll see you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
one.
We're on. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Hi, welcome back. We're professionals.
My finger slipped.
Oh dear. So, thank you for waiting and welcome back. So,
Stop it.
D,
Yes.
let's see what happens. Roll me a D12.
Not again.
12.
10.
Okay. Your day goes by uneventful.
Hey!
So you are able to travel. You reckon probably by midday the next day, you will arrive at the town.
Okay.
Which I can't remember the name off the top of my head. So, we will now resolve whatever's going on in this town situation. So, you head over into the village. It's a small village. It's called Frampton.
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 It's
The town of Frampton.
All right.
It's a good name.
There's about 40 or so houses. It's quite small. This is probably about the same as what anything you've seen as you've been travelling out and through the fields. This is about the average size of most communities. And there's a little general store here. It seems that for the most part they trade in goods in the town. And this, again, is relatively consistent across the board. So all of the locals, they gather a bunch of load of stuff, and quite often merchants will come through, buy the local produce, move on, sell it on, and when these merchants come by, the general store stocks up, and it's sort of like an internal economy, so to speak, where a lot of things are sort of traded rather than a lot of money being used, which money is still used if people want to buy anything extravagant from the merchants as they come through.
Yep.
There is that economy going on, but internally, lots of trading. And again, there is a little tavern in the area where people go have communal drinks. Like, it's actually more like a town hall
Yeah.
than it is a tavern, but they have, like in the little community centres you have in here in the UK, where they have like a little drinks area.
I've got a cafe.
They've got a little cafe that
Okay,
does serve
so-
alcoholic beverages in the
Yeah.
evenings,
You could like make tea and stuff.
and there are teas and coffees during the days. So there's that little general store and a bunch of houses / farms that make up the outskirts of this town. So you managed to walk your way in, or in Link's case, ride on the horse.
Of course.
Lucretian is singing this entire time and dancing with his little cloak on. In fact, I'm going to do a performance check to see how good of a singer he actually is.
Let's find out.
I mean, with that voice, he needs disadvantage, right?
It's a natural one. He is awful at singing.
Powerfully bad.
If it was like mediocre, I would have just like sang a little something, but I do not want to offend anyone's ears
Yeah.
today.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But he is a bad singer.
Oh, bless him.
And you head on
I'm
into town.
encouraging him just to piss Link off.
And
Just
he's
gonna-
like,
Make myself some earmuffs. Go for it.
and he starts clapping. He's like, everyone, sing along! You, again, as you head into this town, you do notice that off in the distance, you're still being followed.
All
Of
right.
course.
So what is the plan then? You're in town.
I think we go to town hall.
Yeah.
Right.
Town hall.
See that?
Town hall.
Okay. So it's about 10-ish in the morning after you sort of woke up and done all of your exercises and so on and so forth. And you head on in. And there's a few people here. Not a huge amount. Most people you'd think at this point, due to it being like a agricultural society, most people are out tending the fields. And
And the fields here.
mostly what you have here are like some of the teenage kids of the farmers. They're taking a break. They're having
Slacking off.
they're slacking off. You see some of them have like little fizzy drinks.
Perfect.
One of them has like a big M on the side of this drink, on this mug. And there's quite an elderly chap running the little drinks station in the corner.
Do I see someone that's like about my height and build, or yeah?
Which form are you in at the moment?
I mean, just like my, yeah. I was,
It's
I would look like your brother, didn't I?
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I was in when they
Yeah, 'cause-
caught up with D.
Yep. You haven't changed out of that form.
Yeah. So like height and build is what I'm looking
Okay,
for,
so,
not necessarily
Like
color.
it's shorter
or
and slighter than me, maybe.
Yeah.
You're going with the brother, which is a little bit younger.
Yeah.
No, not like biological brother, just like someone that looks
Oh,
like
right.
Do you know what I
Could
mean?
be a brother.
someone that
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like we're related.
Sorry, I thought at one point you were like pretending to be the dad or no, you were pretending
Yeah,
to be
D
the dad.
was.
So
It's
right
like-
through it.
It's like, I'm definitely not Dolly.
Yeah, I'll say you
So
can
don't
find
lie.
somebody of your current stature.
I'll give you a gold piece to swap clothes with me.
What clothes are you wearing? Like, what's your outfit look like?
So, I mean, I can't do anything magical to change my outfit, so I'm just the outfit that I was reborn in, plus I've got winter clothes,
Okay.
and
So you're not wearing like the little disguise kit that
no,
they can make it. Okay.
no,
cool.
I've just got my normal stuff. So I'll just like, yeah, just the stuff I was brought back in.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check then. If you're wearing trendy clothes,
I'm just getting it started, you know.
if you're wearing trendy clothes, maybe.
Ooh.
But
What am I rolling?
persuasion.
Oof.
How well can you sell this outfit? These. What's your drip
That's
factor?
11.
11. I do it for 2 gold.
Right. Just,
What?
if you're paying $2,
Yeah,
you need to make sure they know that,
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, for a whole day. Or
Yeah.
Two.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will make that deal with you if you promise to run a little errand for us.
What's the errand?
It's real easy. You just got to get some of your friends that are about the same height as my friends. We all swap clothes, and you guys just walk off in the other direction in the morning. It's low risk. There's some guys that will follow you, but they are not looking to hurt you, and we are just looking to make a little getaway.
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, but it's gold.
I can do 3 of yous,
Yeah?
but I ain't got anyone the size of them 2 that I can put to work.
Which who? Which
I'll
which
point to Lucretian and Sprite.
What about some kids?
Yeah. Or some halflings. You don't know anyone in the village?
Kids are cheap.
That's true. But these teenagers might not want to hang around with kids.
Not in the same build.
We got a cloak for the spiky one, so it doesn't really matter. It's just this one.
See what I can do. Where do you?
All right. And I take some gold pieces out, rub them together, and I'm like, I got it. Now, don't you tell any weird looking folk about this.
We are paying for your discretion.
Alright. And he'll,
Can I do a insight check to see if he's gonna rat us out?
yeah.
I want to check that as well.
Yeah.
I don't trust these teens. Them teens.
Oh no, that's a natural one. I have
What's
no
it
idea.
called?
Yeah.
A total trust.
12.
I'm that right.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe him.
I'm gonna.
You should be the one.
That's gonna be no
He's
more.
like-
You're the
He
anti-liar.
literally knows if he's lying.
What did you get?
You're not interested.
17?
What?
What
I
did
got-
you get?
I got a 12.
12.
11.
We've got sort of relatively mediocre.
Not medium. Mediocre.
Are you inciting them? Are you trying to gauge them or not?
Don't give a fuck.
Sure.
I want this to fail so we can go release some slaves.
I want to beat a bitch up.
Huh?
No?
No.
None of you have any more gauges. You're not sure how the village people tend to be, you know.
I got some great moves though. I'll tell you that.
Maybe I should have waited for you to like
I'm-
soften him up first.
I'm gonna use my
I'm sorry, I got excited.
detect one lie a day.
Okay. He's not going to tell anyone.
Cool. There you go. I felt like that was he's a teenager, man. Come on.
He doesn't have to talk to people. He won't talk to people.
Nice.
He doesn't have to.
Sounds about right.
So now we wait for him to come back with some people, some friends. Sorry, I got excited. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's gonna work.
It's a flaw of mine on my character sheet.
Character what?
You're right. You're right.
What are you talking about,
What's
Brady?
that? What's that?
It's always been in.
There's a big black thing following us around. What is that?
Whoa.
So,
Microphone.
do you think this is going to work? That's what
I think it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about giving up these clothes, to be fair.
We'll get you some new clothes.
Yeah.
No, that's your fault for wearing.
What, wearing clothes?
This guy that you promised to swap clothes with, he was wearing very baggy grey jogging bottoms.
Great.
Adidas.
You can smell like slight hints of like smoky cherry.
Yeah.
Mm.
and
Lynx Africa.
and a sort of like weird tangy smell of his drink.
It's the Iron Brew or whatever.
Iron brew.
Say.
Iron brew.
Monster Energy drink.
Oh, yeah.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. I mean, if you want to sponsor us.
I take it back.
So,
Yummy!
Mmm. Delicious.
the sweet,
Definitely great for people with chronic fatigue.
the sweet taste of testicle hormones.
Mm.
So, as you sort of milling around in this town hall for a bit, as this person goes off and finds friends, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
I think we'll just
Not
have
you,
it.
obviously. That's fine. We'll get to you in a minute.
No, I'm good.
And I'll put
I'm
some-
good. I'm done.
You're good?
I'm good.
You don't want to roll another d12 for me?
I'm
I'll
good.
put some money down to buy whatever crazy produce they've got. Just one of everything.
One of everything.
Yep.
Excellent. Let's go in
Square apple.
for. You don't have anything
So
to trade.
stackable.
Yeah, I mean, I've got stuff. Nothing I really want to part with so much.
Did you,
I've got a
sell
short
off,
sword.
did you sell off all your tools? You did, didn't you?
No, I haven't sold the tools. I've got short sword.
So you still have all the tools that you came in here with.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I can't remember if you sold
We
them or not.
sold
Oh yeah,
We
the
sold
tools that we we sold
all
those.
the
But I mean,
tools to the gate guy.
yeah, I thought you meant like just my stuff.
I gotcha.
Like my personal things.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we sold all our trade goods. Go on.
Excellent. Okay. If you buy one of everything, we're probably looking at about 4 gold in total, and that's one of everything. And they have various different teas in the area. They have a few ciders,
Hot teas in your area.
Oh no.
a bunch of ciders, local ales, and stuff like that.
We're really paying teenagers as well.
No.
But yeah, all of the produce is very good. It's very nice. It's very clean. You actually feel kind of almost healthy drinking some of it.
Nice.
You don't have any sort of additives or preservatives or anything in it. This stuff is like
So
fresh.
So you don't need to exercise, Brady. Just eat right. You'll be fine.
What?
It's wasted. Doesn't matter. All right.
What?
So let's just hang around, wait for these ewes to come back.
As you are sort of talking and waiting around, Lucretian disappears.
No, Lucretian.
Again.
Whoa, just out of thin air?
Out of thin air.
Oh,
like just
he's
summon?
been recalled.
What happened to his cloak?
He's been recalled.
Everything he was wearing all goes with him.
He's
Oh.
been recalled.
Interesting.
You
Maybe
are
he'll pop
fucked.
back. Maybe he'll pop back in a second.
Call him.
You're fucked.
Summon
Maybe-
him.
Maybe he'll
I can't.
pop back in a second.
Just
I didn't summon him in the first place. He just
I
turned
know.
up.
you did.
Well, I didn't summon him.
Summon someone.
Al's been following us for days.
Should we make a show, like going outside, like calling for him,
Maybe.
like we lost him? Because if these decoys leave without someone in that cloak,
Yeah.
the other guys are going to stay behind.
But I mean,
Someone's going to stay behind.
It's just gonna be like a musty old sort of like farm cloak, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could probably find something like that, right?
I guess. I mean, it's another 6 silver out of our pockets, but yeah. Yeah.
I think it's probably
Okay. I hope Daddy doesn't poof you back.
fine. Well, I think if he could, he would have already done it by now.
Probably.
So I guess this means Lucretian's in trouble. He's gonna get a stern talking to.
I mean, he said that he wasn't going to leave until you left, so I don't think this was of his own doing.
Maybe back to being like a jelly demon.
He's gonna come back to murder.
Worm.
Jelly demon. I need another sword.
All right, that's fine. This doesn't change the plan. We just find another cloak,
Okay.
something like that, right?
Okay.
That'll work.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Won't smell though.
Yeah.
Just get Link to wear it for a bit.
I'll make a little pile of sulfur.
I feel like
We can just take that with us.
it's cool. I'm not there, but other character, metagaming. Just go to the pub, get some rotten eggs.
That's true.
Maybe a similar smell.
Yeah. Can we find something sulfurous?
You have a pickled out challenge?
Yeah.
It's the daily challenge. They do it every day at noon.
Put your name on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get some expired eggs for free if you want.
Cool. Let's do that.
You better.
Slurry them up and then make a little paste for them.
We have to cook them
Inside.
first, otherwise they don't smell right. Like,
No, they
No,
smell.
they
If you
smell.
crack
I think
a
they
Craft
still
egg.
smell
Egg.
if you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but raw egg smells different from cooked egg.
True, but rotten egg.
But I think
smells
what's
like
the
rotten egg.
rock? Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is what
the
sulfur has a similar smell to.
Yeah.
And you are able to find another cloak in the town. It will cost you a silver.
Just chucking money around
Yeah.
today.
You've earned it.
The guy sold you his son's cloak. He's gonna have a word with his son when he comes back.
Lots of sun's cloaks being given away here.
Okay.
This is just somebody who makes them or has spare ones.
Yep.
In the town. So after a short while, the kid comes back. In terms of sizes, he has a toddler with him.
Put them on him,
Yeah,
like this small.
he's got one on each shoulder.
I've got a medium.
Because of the size that Sprite is in terms of small, you're probably closer to a halfling. So this is a halfling, but Lucretian size is basically like a toddler.
Oh,
Okay,
Toddler
cool.
halfling.
Nice.
And you say, "It's my cousin, Jet."
Cool. That
Will
works.
do?
I think that'll work.
Yeah. I mean, Lucretian usually sits on my shoulders or
Yeah.
I'm holding him sometimes or whatever, so that actually works out pretty well. What?
All right.
All right. You want me to wear all your clothes?
Yeah, we need to swap clothes.
And so you have with it, he's brought his sister, his nephew, his uncle, and
Nephew?
his
How old is the guy?
neighbour,
Yeah.
his neighbour's
He's
dad.
a teenager.
Okay. So
The
there's one for each of
halfling
us. 1,
is
2,
the
3,
neighbour.
4,
So if he's
5.
he
Okay.
might have a
Halfling is the neighbor.
sibling that's quite a bit older than him.
And the neighbour's
So
dad
halfling and then the toddler and then neighbor's dad.
One can help.
He's sort of like a dwarven size.
Okay. And then him, like me. And then. Okay.
Link, how are you going to give him your clothes?
I am gonna give him my regular clothes,
Not the special.
not my special cloak. I'm not gonna give him my special cloak.
That's what I was curious as
Yeah.
towards.
Yeah, like I'm not giving away my special belt or anything.
Hopefully, you make your cloak look a certain way
Yeah,
that would have then
with this.
be
yeah.
replicable.
Yeah, I would have just made it look like a normal traveling cloak, so that I'd easily be able to find it.
Okay. So the toddler is just going to wear the cloak. That's fine.
Rotten egg smell.
Yep. Brady's swapped clothes, so is now wearing sort of like teenager's clothes.
It's a good look.
I turn.
Link, you have the sister's clothes.
Wonderful.
Right.
So let's say you've got like a knee-high skirt, like a floofy blouse,
Nice.
and a little bonnet.
Oh my god, yes.
Love it.
Love it.
All right,
Mental health
I can make this
area.
work.
The bonnet is so cute.
I'm gonna wear it at a joint.
I love you in a bonnet.
Spike is brother,
Yeah,
slightly
because he's gonna be
older.
shirtless. Yeah.
So you're wearing almost like farmhand clothes.
I hate these traveling bottoms.
Good for jogging,
And
though.
Sprite is going to be wearing the halfling neighbour's
jogging.
I know.
clothes.
Brady's probably into it.
She probably jazzed.
Probably loving
So
it.
you're wearing sort of like dungarees.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I
cute!
love it. Farmer Sprite.
Yes!
Howdy.
And again,
Oh, that's
sort of like
cowboys.
farming clothes of
Yeah, it works.
Hazel's
Hillbillies
wearing sort
too.
of like almost matching dungarees.
Oh my god, that's so
Oh
cute.
my god, we're pretty.
Like father-son dungarees.
Yeah.
I was like mother-daughter dungarees. That's
You
amazing.
just have like a
Mother, daughter,
really
son,
big
friend.
like
Yeah.
long grass land,
Like some
Yeah.
hay.
and then you just go play a song.
I'll try and turn myself into looking like the guy who I swapped with.
It's like, bloody hell! How'd you do that?
Bloody hell! How'd you do that?
Stop doing that!
Stop doing that!
Yeah, no, just ignore this. Just ignore this. It's fine. You live longer if you ignore it.
Oof. That sounds like a threat.
That's uncanny. That's really good.
I don't like it.
That's the performer in you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chuck.
I'll shank you.
I'm not gonna be able to
Do I have a fake
consistently do that accent. Just gonna.
What, the Chuck one or the other one?
Yeah,
Do I
there's
have
just.
a fake accent?
Huh?
Do I have a fake accent?
I don't know, do you have a fake
I
accent?
don't know. Do you have
I
the
don't think
actor
we
feet?
I don't think we need to put on an accent, do we?
No.
Because we're not
You
gonna.
just need to
have,
look like
Yeah.
them.
We just need
Aw,
to
but
hit-
it's fun.
All right.
Beautiful.
No,
Beautiful.
no.
Alright, Governor. Let's
They-
head down the apples and pears.
Day
Get ourselves
one,
some cider.
day one of getting the actor fee.
Mm.
Yeah.
Day 2 of getting the actor.
All right. So, what you need to do. I have a horse here.
That's yours now.
Yeah, and I'll point to the girl. You're going to be riding the horse. Lucky you. Now,
Well, thank you.
Does she have red hair?
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
nice.
My boy did good finding these people.
Yeah. I'm gonna braid my hair just like hers. So
Beautiful.
we need you. Is there a town that's maybe like a day away?
Yeah, there's like various little villages. You know, like how you travel through like the English countryside, and you
Come across little hamlets here and there.
yeah, you know, like every 3 hours or something walking, you'll probably hit somewhere that's small, maybe 20, 25 people.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what. I want you to travel for a day. Put yourself up in an, with some relatives or in an inn or something like that. Something cheap. And if you're still being followed, the next morning, if you look out and you find 4 people riding sort of lizard things following you, I want you to ride for another day. Okay?
It's gonna be another 2 gold.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
We'll cover your expenses.
I want you to do this for 5 days.
Oh.
If they're still following you. If they're not, just head home. That's fine. And I'll give you 2 days up front, and I'll give them 4 gold.
Mhm.
And I will leave the other 3 days here with this fine gentleman, and I'll point to the old guy that's like running the bar, running the community centre. And
Old reliable guy.
Just like the local, like really old person that.
and he can pay you the extra when you get back. But I expect you to be somewhat.
The neighbor's,
Try and keep your faces covered so
Yeah.
they don't see you.
the neighbor's dad will say, right, business into businessman. I'm going to need an address to send the invoice to for expenses.
That's absolutely fine. We've got the smoldering.
I don't think.
What's it? What's it?
Yeah.
What was it
That's
called?
our
Smoldering
postal
book?
address. That is our postal
That's our
address.
postal address.
I suppose so, but
Or we just give them.
Or just give them money.
Yeah, well,
we
I
just
think we
give
just
them like a sum up front, and
Yeah.
how they choose to spend it, it's up to them.
let's just say 5 days worth of travel expenses. We'll pay it up front.
Okay. Let's have a little look.
And if
at
they want to
it.
stay in a fancy inn
Yeah.
or kip in a barn, that's up to them.
We're paying for very basic sort of.
Okay. A modest lifestyle expense per day.
One
is
below
one
that.
gold piece. Poor
Per
One gold
diem.
piece per person per day.
per person per day. A poor lifestyle is 2 silver pieces.
Did they get local discount?
So
Is it local?
we could do half a gold per person per day.
Yeah, half a gold.
So it's somewhere in between.
Per person
Yeah.
per day. So there was.
I assume in close
6
villages
of
they'll
them.
probably have some relatives they'll stay with
So it'll be
anyway.
3 gold per day.
5. Yeah, 3 gold.
They probably
Per
take their own
day.
sandwiches that their mum made.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
they keep the whole money for
Yeah.
themselves.
Exactly.
that's what I did. With
So
my lunch
that's
money.
5
Yeah,
days.
so
So
let's
that's
do it.
3,
I saved
6.
it up.
What is that? 3 times 5
Clever.
is 15.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll put in 7. How about that? And you do the
I'll,
other half?
yeah, I'll put it in the
But
other.
I'm not there to spend any
Okay.
money.
So D,
I don't mind
as
spending
they're
money.
following that out,
Keep us
roll me
safe.
another D12.
The D12. Do it. 4.
4. Okay. Your evening goes by uneventfully.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's an eventful
Five,
evening,
six,
guys. Oh, thanks for going. Okay, bye.
Is your night's travel?
D check up.
You're gonna,
Terrible at that.
because
Me
the
too.
night before you rested,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Like
do
watching 2
this night and
kindergartners.
this
Yeah.
night.
If I need
Sucks.
to.
That's what I calculated your travel
Yeah,
as.
All my
Because I
maths is
rested,
just like
yeah,
based
yeah.
on
Let's
5.
do it.
It's just like it's
And
about
then you
that.
end up with 1 level
Why
position
these
on your life,
motherfuckers
which is
are
what I
doing this?
calculated
I
as
remember
you
that.
rested that first night.
One of them
6
is
or
just
7.
full spells.
Multiply them, subtract
And I'll
them,
be there.
divide.
Yeah.
I just cannot. Any other number I can do, but
Freeze.
sorry. No, 6s, 7s, and 8s. I just
I've
can't.
reached my destination.
Oh!
Right, sure.
You
Yes,
will
I
once I've
will
resolved
reach
whatever happens here.
Without,
Right, we
without
paid them.
problems.
We've
Nice.
swapped clothes.
We
Now,
look adorable.
We have to really
Adorable.
hide tonight in this pub. We need to make sure they can't see us through any of the windows.
Rafters. I could.
Yeah, or
just for shits
just
and giggles.
lying on the floor, maybe on our
Oh.
bedroll.
It's easy
or
when you have
something.
wings.
That's boring.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're trying to stay in the tavern all night.
Yeah.
If that's okay with the village hall people.
Or
Town hall.
we can just organise to swap at the end of the night. So
That's true.
we just we make
That's
a show
true.
of like just being in the tavern and being like seen and heard.
And then we tell them to make a fuss when they leave.
Yeah.
In the morning.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the morning, you're making them leave then.
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because
It makes
that-
sense.
That's been our MO
That's like
so
what we've
far.
been doing. So something not too out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
Normal
So you're
MO.
spending the whole
Otherwise-
day here and the whole night here and getting them to go off in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because it would have taken a while for us to organize this and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Are they cool with us chilling in the town hall, or do we need to move to a second location, or?
They would close the town hall for the night.
Yeah.
So they would request that you move to a second location.
That's fine. We'll go to like, whoever will put us up.
We'll go local.
Yeah.
pub
What
number
about the
one.
father and son? Would they put us up in their barn or something?
Yes, they will for an extra gold piece.
This guy's like
Rinsing.
They're pragmatic businessmen.
he's basically
Go on, persuasion.
creating like money out of nothing.
Yeah,
Hang on down.
I'm gonna try and talk him down because we are providing like
I'll muck out
6 villages, a 5 days worth of work. So I
there.
think
Yeah, and they might only need to do 2 days worth of work for that money.
exactly, yeah. So I'm gonna try and say,
Can we haggle them down?
come on,
Can we use some of our skills?
I'm already paying your son and your daughter.
It'll be a high check. These people do not haggle. This
Oh,
is something that
really?
you know. Yeah, as
Oh,
you
that's
notice the entire
right.
place.
They
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
like
These
to
people do not haggle. They
It is what
Instead
it
of
is.
haggling,
Forgot
just
that.
it's part of the deal. It's not a haggling.
Can we do some chores for you?
What kind of chores are you thinking of doing?
I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm good at mucking out stalls. I can carry heavy things.
Let's see what kind of farm they are.
I mean, none of us are particularly good cooks, but I think we could, whip something up if you need that.
It's a goat farm.
Goat farm. I could milk some goats for you.
I have tiny little hands.
I'm a real good at cutting down trees.
You can get the tiny goats.
The pygmy goats. If you spend the night milking the goats,
Yeah.
then they'll let you stay for free.
This will be fab because then
Sounds
they'll
easy.
see us working. Then we'll disappear into the farmhouse, do our switcheroo, and then in the morning, the people that emerge will look like us, but won't be us.
Okay.
Perfect.
Excellent.
I do the hard graft. I don't mind.
I'll
And
do the small goats.
You don't have to break a nail or
nice.
anything.
Sprite.
Yeah.
Would you be able to talk to a bird or something and just give us a bit of a lookout for, like, to make sure that they've gone, so we don't have to be peeking our heads up?
Oh,
I
man.
can,
If only we had D.
but in my experience, one, animals don't like me.
Only
not true. Only
fish.
I think that's just fish.
It's just a
I think you're just not good with fish.
Two, it very much depends on the intellect of the animal as
That's
to whether they can help me. I'm more than happy to try, but I just think
Probably a pigeon or something.
it's a big ask.
Big ass.
That's a donkey.
Okay.
Why don't you just turn into an animal yourself? Because you're a druid,
Oh
right?
yeah, can you do that now? No.
Turn into a tree and leave.
Sprite is not a druid, so is unable.
Wait, I could just turn into someone else
That's true.
and sit outside and just watch.
Just be an old.
As they leave,
Codger.
I'll be like,
God,
"Thank you very much." Nope, I can't do a northern accent.
Do a Somerset accent.
Somerset accent. Somerset. Cider. Go. Cider
Cider from
commando. You're. I could be like, no, can't do it. Can't get out of my southern. I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on. Give me
Can't
2
fucking
seconds.
do it.
What is it you're looking to say?
I was just gonna say like, cheerio, thank you for your help.
Y'all come back now.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Ori,
Done.
have a good day, and we'll maybe see you when you're way back.
There you go. That's what I want to say. Absolutely. I'll go stand out there and make myself like a rugged farmer-looking hand.
Have a proper good brew when you're way there.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's,
Okay.
That's my plan in the morning.
That's your plan.
And I can watch and see if the lizard folk follow them. 'Cause
Okay.
as far as I'm aware,
Mhm.
the baddies that are following us
Mhm.
have never seen me change.
As far as you're aware.
So they wouldn't be expecting a changeling
Mm.
in their midst.
Okay. So, as they head off in the morning,
Just stay down here. Not of us.
Oh.
Of them.
No, it's like the sulfur smell.
as they head off in the morning,
Yeah.
D arrives
Yay!
at a Johnny's spell web spinners.
Not at your location.
Oh,
Calm
I
down.
got so excited.
I am not coming to you, man.
You're gonna blow it, man. Hey guys, I'm here.
Hey, hi, you guys.
Brady, why are you dressed like that?
D arrives at a Johnny web spinners.
Why are you wearing
establishment.
You guys smell weird.
What time is it?
It will probably be mid-morning.
No, we'd like some bad
Probably about
farmers.
10, 11 o'clock. You'll be
Did we
open.
pay good money for this plot?
Oh, if it's that time, I may just head off. I was thinking of having a night's sleep before going, but if it's middle of the day,
So you've gone throughout the night and you've
I'm
arrived
tired,
sort
a
of
bit tired.
midday.
I need to get this done. What I have in mind. I just coin into the, cause it's an offering, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coin into the thing. Just like tighten my robe, dust myself off, and I hope that the portal takes me back to Sigil.
The
Sigil.
portal takes you back to Tradegate.
Trade gate.
You?
Let's go.
Okay. As you toss the coin in,
To
the
the witch,
portal.
to
That's true French.
the sorry.
As you toss your coin to the statue of the Witcher, the portal of plenty arrives.
Nice.
The portal of plenty. Oh, and you walk through, and you find yourself in Tradegate, and it is bustling. The morning market is heaving. You arrive smack bam in the center, and there is what you notice a very similar fountain as to the one that you've stepped through.
Oh,
Your feet are a little bit wet. You have to get
Just
into
your
the
face.
fountain.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you step
No
out of the
problem.
fountain. But you see like a couple of other people that have been doing the same as you head out. And you find yourself in Tradegate.
I would ask one of those people, hey, excuse me, sorry to bother you. I've been traveling for a long time, very tired, but do you know how to get to Sigil from here?
Are you?
Will you be forthcoming about this?
You gotta head out a little bit ways out of the city
Right?
and think about trading.
Like a trident.
No, trading.
Oh, trading.
Yeah.
So, okay. And I just walk and think about trading, and that's it.
Aye.
Which way?
It's out that way.
Oh, that way. All right. Thank you.
No worries. Can I interest you in some cider?
Oh, well. I am pretty thirsty. Of course. How much?
Free silver.
I give him a gold. You keep the
Oh.
change for the. Thank you for the.
Here, and you will grab a keg
Oh,
and
what?
I'll give it to you.
Nice.
Okay.
This is where your strength comes in use.
I'm
Oh,
very
yeah.
tired.
Strong wizard.
Yeah.
Can I get it like so it's on my shoulder and
Yeah,
I
you
can
can cut it on your shoulder.
like every so often just take a swig and I just head off and
Drink like a true southerner.
Sounds like the life, man.
I'll probably see you at some point. Thank you very much.
I'm sure he will. Have a good cider. Good day.
Good night. And I just go off, drink some cider, and think about trading this cider for something else.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Oh no.
We'll
I think
see.
that's what I rolled. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good. It's very low.
Very low.
But I can do clink clunk if I need to.
Clink clonk.
Wisdom is a saving throw.
No, just straight wisdom.
Oh, straight wisdom.
Yeah. You don't get proficiencies or anything. It's just a
13.
straight wisdom check. 13. Yeah, I'll say that's good enough. You step out into the streets of Sigil and you're in the middle of the market ward.
Oh shit.
You are stood in front of this giant pillar. And as you look around on the pillar, there are loads of names and crude drawings of people's faces. And this is the billboard of everyone who is banned from trading in the market ward.
Oh shit. Does my carpet work here?
Aren't you banned from going in the market ward?
No, I think so.
No.
Someone was.
Yes and no.
Okay.
As a member of the Fraternity of Order,
Oh, okay.
they weren't allowed in.
Okay, okay.
But
Not
they don't have a
partic-
picture of everyone that's a member of the Fraternity of Order.
Yeah.
This is all the
This
people
is
that have like
just
tried
the-
to steal or
Gotcha.
whatever.
Unless I have my badge up.
Yeah.
Your flying carpet does work to an extent. You cannot exceed a certain height.
Well, of course. There's a sky block.
Yeah. So in terms of your ability to go, you cannot actually go above the building's skyline.
That's fine. It's just basically to get me there as quick as possible.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do that.
and I'm going straight to my order house.
You're going to the Fraternity of Order.
I'm gonna deal with this shit in court.
Wizard.
Sorry. In court. I'll see you in court.
And that's where we're on the session.
That's going to be the name for the episode. I'll see you in court.
We've already got decoy.
Oh yeah.
Decoys. Oh my god.
I'll see you in court could be the next one.
Ooh, so good.
So you do not know if this has worked or not.
No,
That
not
will
yet.
be next session.
Ooh.
So,
So ridiculous.
thank you for joining us at the Hodgepodge Tavern. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Please do feel free to follow us, like and subscribe on all of the platforms that we have available on all of our platforms. Music today has been provided by Pocket Bard. We will do a quick rundown of experience points shortly, so we'll take a couple of minutes break. Please vote in the chat if you are around for who you feel is your favourite player of the session, and they may gain some bonus experience blips. In the meantime, we'll go back in a couple of moments and we'll do our experience rundown. Thank you very much. thank you for waiting and welcome back. So, in terms of experience distribution, I'm going to award 200 experience points to Brady, Link, Spike, and Sprite
Nice.
Wow.
for coming up with an ingenious way of trying to fool these individuals.
200?
200 each.
Amazing.
I was there.
I was there.
In terms of D,
Do the wizard.
circumventing the encounter with
yeah.
Neaths, you get 900 experience.
Oh.
900.
900.
All
Is
on
that
your
a
own?
9?
900.
0 you just said.
Yes.
Like 100 less than 1,000.
Yes. Because you
That's
navigated
tasty.
4 of
Level
them
up.
on your own. No one else around.
Are you up? Level 5.
Yeah.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we need to get to level 5?
6,500.
Yeah, that's something.
Oh, I'm very close. I'm 60 away.
Do not vote for her.
No,
No
it's
advice.
6,500.
Wow.
That's what I said. 6,500.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was 7.
Someone else said
I said
7,000.
I thought it was like 7,200.
6,500.
I got it written down here.
Look.
Oh, cool.
That's very close.
I'm ready.
Okay, that's. I mean,
Um,
you did navigate that incredibly well.
I need
That
to take a
would
sleep.
have been a very dangerous encounter had you not been able to outmaneuver them.
And you know what else?
He was.
I would have had
outgunned.
to share that experience.
Yes.
But you don't. So
Wow.
that's how it works.
Yep.
I'm so good at this. Oh my god, it's scared.
Dee's never coming back to the party. He's
It's
like,
like, okay,
I can get
so
better
I'm
at this on my
Gandalf.
own.
Yeah.
I just fought the Balrog on my own.
What colour are you coming back
Comes
as? D the brown.
I mean, he started as D the Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess so. D the orange.
Do the blue.
Okay.
No, yeah. Hopefully this will have good repercussions for everyone.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love
So we
it.
can get rid of it. Get rid of this problem.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So in terms of everyone else's travel, they've got about 4 days still. So you have 4 days in Sigil
To figure something out.
On holiday.
before they arrive at Prosperity.
It's like chill.
It's a
So
spa.
I hope it was fine with the bouncing between the two.
Yeah, it's
That was great.
So, right, we'll go down to the experience point blitz. So our first one is a creative use of a spell or ability. Who do you
Magic
feel?
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I
you
can
will.
argue.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
Like a champ.
Like a champ.
What recordings would you try and get everyone to do it? I'm just curious. Like, what would you get each person to say?
It'd be me singing gloriously.
Is it one of your original songs?
Oh yeah. Gotta get the word out there.
Yeah, you got to write down an original song because.
Yeah, and I did one.
Yeah. I think speaking of.
Can I do like preaching the word
Yeah, you should be
Miyaliki?
doing some sort of Miyaliki.
But like in a hypnotic way, like a mindfulness CD.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you like
the love of Miyaliki washes over you
Breathe her
like a
in.
wave.
Could you like
She's
turn
inside
into your
you.
fingers into like
Panpipes. I've got
Feel
some
the
panpipes.
spirit of Miyaliki come into you as you breathe.
what?
Feel him come out of you as you exhale.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Ooh.
In and out, in and out.
Anyway, why do you always
Thank
make
you.
it sexual
I'm
with
so
me?
glad you appreciated where I was going with that.
Brady, I guess you'd be very like upbeat, positive.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know.
A
tell me-
rap.
Oh, you can do a song if you
A
want.
breakdance.
Yeah.
My name is Brady Anime.
VR, AI,
Sorry.
Mankey, Chansey, and Zubat.
Alright, yeah. You
Nino, Reno, Butterfree, Lugia, and Caterpie.
Maybe some spoken word.
Yeah, you're
if
doing
you're
that.
a performer.
I'm just scatting in the background.
Oh my god.
Wait,
I'm not putting that on the recording.
No, with my mouth.
Boppity bop
That's
bop.
our
Oh!
Jazz scatting.
It's called
Yeah.
puking.
Just scatting.
Alright. And
Nothing.
Spike.
Sorry.
Very faintly, you hear. Make a man out
Fucking Mulan.
Yes.
Let's get down to business and
To
defeat the Doomguard.
Very,
What
very
was
faint,
your-
very faintly.
The bladelings.
Alright, cool. So that's.
I'll
that's
make a
the voice.
bladeling out of you.
Yeah.
And Lucretia?
He's gone.
His terrible song that he
Yes.
was.
Oh, no,
Yeah. when he was singing, I would have done that.
And we
It's
haven't. He
definitely a
hasn't poofed
ballad.
back to us yet.
He hasn't poofed back.
Nice.
Yeah, piss off.
Don't be so quick.
Yeah.
Miss him.
So
Okay.
whatever he's coming back as, it's
I
gonna
don't
be
miss
worse.
the
So
smell.
Can I imagine this is going to be
Come
bad?
back as a fucking
Yeah, I thought that was a
massive
really
wings,
wonderful
like,
creative use.
Hi, you guys.
Picks up
Excellent.
like.
That was really
If everyone's in
clever.
agreement then, it's 120 bonus experience.
120.
Nice.
That's what everyone's at on the blip.
I'm not level 5 yet, right?
Oh, no, you're right. No, you do have to take your downtime to level up.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright.
And it depends.
Can you not be useful for once in your damn life?
The blips.
I
oh,
refuse.
Yeah, no, that's no.
The blips will go up when he
When he
takes the
goes
downtime
up.
to level up.
goes
so.
up.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
you can do, he's got 4 days, so.
Chill, mate.
This
And
is
when-
trial.
When the
He
court,
goes up, all of our blips go
I'm
up.
gonna set up the
Yes.
court,
Nice.
and then
Because
as the
it
court
all
date
matches.
comes,
Balance.
I can take a nap. Actually,
That's your leveling. You
going
just-
to court is
Yeah,
my leveling.
that's
yeah.
your
Well,
leveling.
that's what I mean.
That's
Actually,
We'll
interesting.
work out
that's
what
such
that
a
is.
brilliant idea.
That is interesting.
You hit the
Are you
books.
gonna be
Just
okay
level
going
up
to
into
court
law.
all by yourself? Don't you need like friends
No.
backing you
Law
up?
man.
No.
The bounty hunter.
Okay.
Dog the
Alright, so
bounty
that was
hunter.
creative use.
Yep.
Heroics
Do you know that?
or selfless
Heroic,
furthering
selfless,
the
furthering the party
goal.
goal. Who do you feel encompasses that the
I mean,
most?
I mean, I don't really want to give
No.
Philippe any more XP.
No, I've already had it last week as well. So I think this week,
You had it for the exact same reason
Yeah.
as well.
this week it has to be
Probably I was. I
not
don't know.
Kyle.
Probably Brady. You took on like extra roles. You were like taking watch, and I don't know. You were very instrumental in the plan.
Yeah. I think the 4 of you should actually divide it.
Get fucked.
I don't think I deserve any extra.
I
30 points each.
get fucked.
I actually like that. I think that would be nice.
Because the 4 of you moved.
We all
The
did
plan
thing.
forward.
Yeah.
I know Kyle wants the
What's
120.
Kyle wants?
Yeah, what are you gonna
All
say?
bullshitting each other.
Make your
Settle it
case.
out.
Look at him, look
sell
at
it
him.
to us,
Let's
sell
look.
it.
I took care of the goddamn child who is emotionally compromised and
No, no, no.
requires.
I was gonna give
That's-
you intangible.
that's
honorable
intangible.
That can
mention.
be intangible.
That's
That was
intangible. You got that. You got that
No,
as
no,
well.
no. That's also. That's also.
He wants both.
You get less this way.
You little bastard.
I was gonna nominate you for intangible.
But not anymore.
No.
But now,
No.
fuck it.
Yeah.
You
Now-
greedy.
now
You
it's
greedy
gonna
mother.
be, now it's gonna be my dungarees. bitch. Yeah, it's really good with
In
dungarees.
fact, I think Hazel should get those points.
Yeah, Hazel's gonna get
I feel
them.
like I should get some points for having to wear chavvy jogging bottoms.
No.
I personally,
Just
I
kidding.
vote.
There's nothing wrong with comfy clothes. You do you.
I vote an equal split of points
For heroics.
Yeah.
for
we can do
heroics.
that.
God, this is disgusts me.
So you're
Yeah,
not
because
giving
no one
it to
did
Hazel.
anything like
No.
massive.
Hazel gets
Wasn't-
nothing.
Are you sure?
Hazel
Can we level up Hazel?
Oh.
Hazel currently has 200 experience points.
What does that mean?
I'll give
What's
my
300?
experience.
Oh,
Shit.
that would level Hazel.
Hazel has been kind of heroic, the fact
No,
and
no, she
selfless.
no,
she can get the intangible then instead of Kyle. I would vote for Hazel. Intangibles.
If
So
we're,
Hazel is essentially your henchman, so they are a leveled character.
Okay.
if, they're,
Well,
if we're
I
get,
realize that.
if we're
She's the party's henchman. She's not my henchman.
No, she's
Played your
considered
hands
henchman.
too
She
quickly.
is, but I'm like for the team.
See, that's why I think that makes
Every
sense for
scrap.
heroics, selflessness,
Yeah.
furthering the party goal, because
And
she's
she did
literally
say-
giving up her life
She
to
literally
travel
said
with us.
like whatever my mom does, I'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I don't really want to be here, but I want to be with my mom.
But do you
Yeah.
know what happened?
What?
You made Hazel an actual character rather
That
than
was
a
you
party pack.
orchestrated that.
So it's your fault
Yeah.
that Hazel is getting your
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah. Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Look at what you've done.
To yourself.
Eat it.
Look what you did.
Oh!
If you want to make a note, Hazel has 320 experience points.
Okay.
So
you
what
want
did she
to
get?
kill her
Does that mean
soon?
she's
Like,
officially?
She'll have to take some time
She'll
to
take time.
level up, but yes.
So,
Oh, I
so
took
she
my-
got intangible, did she?
That's what I'm assuming everyone's
She got
doing.
selfless.
Selfless.
I-
Oh, of course she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
So
do
you
that.
can still get the
And then-
intangible.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's do it.
Spike
Otherwise,
it
his
out.
head will
Yeah.
pop. His head will pop.
Note down 320. I'll make like a little mini character sheet for you over the
I
next
just
week
turn
or
this
so.
back on. 'Cause
I've got it here
It's
if you don't want to
dead,
bother.
Oh,
now.
is that okay?
Yeah, I've just got it at the
I
bottom
turned it
here.
off.
Hazel, 320 XP.
Thank you.
I
So
will.
she needs to level up.
I will nominate
Okay.
intangibles. Lucretian.
Get fucked.
Because he disappeared, didn't he?
I want us to be our.
Come on,
his-
Hal.
I want him
I
to
wanna
be
get
our
to bed at
official
some point.
henchman. No way. Are you?
No.
Okay.
No,
No, Kyle.
But it's
I
not.
think you should
Yeah.
get it.
no.
Yes.
Definitely.
I agree.
Yeah.
Kyle should get it.
It was really good RP
I
moment.
refuse.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's soiled.
So disgusted.
120 for Kyle.
You'll taste it
120 for
after.
Kyle.
Kyle.
You'll
Kyle.
like it.
Spike.
How?
Leave the XP on the bedside table.
Yeah.
Before you leave.
Wow.
Why is everything so dirty?
I
We're
don't-
obviously very sexually repressed.
Oh.
Or
Just
expressed.
I'm just kidding.
Kyle, what are you thinking?
Something's going on in that turgid brain of yours. Spit it out.
That weirdly shaven head. I still can't get over it. I
He
miss
looks
your long
lovely.
hair.
Beautifully shaven head.
He looks dapper.
If
And now I'm no longer the only guy with long hair.
what's the next level milestone for the her murdered doctor?
600.
900. 600 or 900, something like that.
900, yes, it's an
900.
extra.
It's quite a
600
lot.
together.
It's not worth
She's
it.
not going to get to level 3, that's fair.
She will.
Is
Sorry.
900 for level 3?
900 is level
Oh,
three.
I haven't really established this, so I'll take it, but I will start next time.
Oh, something's brewing.
It's got a plan.
Let's get down to
I'll take this. Excellent. Okay.
Did anyone vote in the Twitch poll?
Unfortunately, we've had nobody vote in the Twitch poll, so.
Then it's your choice. You get to pick your favorite player.
Oh, God. Oh,
You
God.
picked
just
me
like-
last time. You can't pick me again.
Yeah. That's not fair.
It's not
Yeah, yeah, that's true. You cannot.
You can.
You straight away.
Yeah, no. Definitely no.
I'm gonna go with Link because Link took it in the stride
It
of me putting them in a skirt and bonnet,
That's
Yeah.
cute.
and looks very cute.
Yes.
Go Link!
On top of that, you did come up with most of
Yeah, you
the
were very
plan
instrumental.
Oh,
in
yeah.
terms of
It was all your plan.
deception.
It almost looked like leadership.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Could be mistaken.
I manipulate people from the shadows. I'm not about that leadership game.
Too bad. That's what happens. They just make you the leader.
I know.
And then you have to deal with it for
Forcefully.
years.
Yeah. But
Josh,
You're
some of us can just refuse.
look at me.
I
You are the
didn't know that was an
captain.
option.
I don't want to be the captain.
You are the captain now.
This is a bad idea to put a bard in charge of the party.
It worked in the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
A demon bard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Half demon.
A devil bard.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not that bad.
How much XP was that?
He's not that
120.
bard.
He's chaotic, but he's not that chaotic.
He's a bard because he's barred from all the posts.
Hey.
Anyway,
That's
thank you
terrible.
very much for joining us at the Hodgepodge Tavern. We hope you enjoyed yourselves today. Again, second plug of the thing. Follow, like, subscribe on all of our platforms that are available.
Music.
Music by Pocket Bard. I've already done that, but
Have
we'll
you
do it
done
again.
that?
Yeah.
Music by Pocket Bard. Cool app.
Yeah, very
We
cool
love
way
it.
to go.
And also, if you never read the credits, read the credits. There's some cool people that helped us get this
Yeah.
sorted.
Definitely.
And they deserve a little
Oh, I
love.
got a little clap for my own woman.
Some.
Oh, yeah!
Hey!
But they refused to vote, so. Anyway,
Thanks for
hopefully
being
we'll
with
see
us.
you. Yeah, thanks for being with us, and hopefully we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.
See you next Tuesday.